success.
What's up? Welcome to your favorite podcast, The Ain't Shit Show, the home of booze, views, and unpopular opinions. I want to thank y'all for joining us for episode 111.
Mad ones.
My name is Fresh, and I'm one half of the pod guys, and with me is the best man in all the podcast land. My right-hand man, Mr. BL.
Hola. Fuckers up. Hope y'all alright. Happy Tuesday, niggas. Day 71.
Day 71.
Captain Stardate log. Day 71. Still at sea with no land in sight.
Yeah, that is very true. This is Captain's log for sure. We're on week 5, which is insane.
30 days went quick though.
How was your Easter? How are you maintaining? Like, what's week 5 looking like?
I hit a wall a little weekend. I hit a little wall over the weekend. I was a little down in the dumps, mentally, just for no fucking reason.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I was, just bogged down with the stress of, not the stress, but just, I guess it's stress. Everything. I don't even know if it needs its own shit. Like, I guess pandemic is just pretty explicative in terms of fucking how you feel. You know what I mean? It's just pandemic. Like, I just got the pandemic. I had the pandemic over the weekend. Not so much, like, since Monday and Tuesday have been pretty smooth.
Was it like, you're like, I've been in this house too long, or is it like the future that you're worried about, or what's giving you this anxiety?
I just been in the house too long. Just kind of felt closed in and shit, you know what I'm saying? And then, I don't know. It's just been a lot, you know what I'm saying, as far as being able to like move and shake, obviously. And then obviously with the other shit that, this shit is continuing to, all these fucking future dates, like January, you won't be able to go to a concert till January 2021 or some shit like that. Like, nigga, that shit is mad far.
Yeah. Like,
what is that about? Like, so it's just, that shit is the unnerving, of the unknowing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think, I feel like with everything that's going on for me, it's this thing of I'm trying to process it a day at a time, right? Like I have my mind wrapped around 2 more weeks pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know it's going to be longer than that. We spoke on the last show about, I think May 13th or something like that was the next date that they gave. But a friend of mine been sending me like updates and just COVID-19 stuff everybody's sending each other, but everything like extends it even more. Like, this person says we're not going to be able to do anything until the fall, and then it's like, and then the fall it's coming right back, and like you said, we can't go to concerts till 2021, and social distancing will remain even after this whole thing is over, and all of that. And I'm just like, if I process all that, I ain't gonna be no good. Like,
facts.
I really have to protect myself. Like, for me, I try to get out and I try to walk, like just to get out the house. I told y'all before, like, I wasn't trying to go out like to the grocery store, because really that's the only place you can go if you're not going to the hospital. Try not to go to like the grocery store. So, I've just been trying to wrap my head around, like, this is what it is. This is not the new normal as far as like infinity. Like, but it's kind of like, I was like, we keep saying like, wrap this shit up. Bruh, like, what if this shit can't be wrapped though?
I know. I mean, I know. It's, bro, I done thought of every fucking scenario there is, my nigga, like, for real. Like, every scenario there is, like, and obviously, to add on top, when you read some shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's emblazoned in your fucking memory. So like, so when you just sitting there and not necessarily thinking about anything in particular, you look at your phone and then there goes. So I don't know, man. This shit is just, it's a lot, but fuck it. It is what it is. But 30 days went quick. You know what I mean? Like I told you, listen to Kobe, right, on the podcast with Up and Smoke podcast with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson for all my sports and NBA and basketball fans. It's a great podcast. But Kobe was up there, and he said that when they were talking about his injuries and his like his Achilles, breaking down. Or rupturing rather. He was like, yo, I don't know how the fuck, like, he was like, I don't know how I'm gonna continue to do this shit. It's such a long journey. I know that, it's in the careers X, Y, and Z. So he said, he read some book. I don't know what it was, but he was like, he just broke shit down in 30-day increments. You know what I mean? He was like, 30 days go by so fast, which it has, cause looking back to where we started to where we are.
It went fast for you?
Hell, if you look back at it, like, it wasn't think about 30 days ago. Like, that shit was March 14th.
Yeah.
It went fast. Like, if you think about, like, granted, just because you were in the house and shit, looking back at it, like, that shit went quick. It doesn't go as quick as a normal day, clearly, but
right.
Just 30 days in general just goes by. Like, shit is about to be the middle of the month now. So it's about to be, you know what I'm saying? Like 2 months, pretty much. Like, if you think about it in terms like that, like, you about to pay your second half bills. That's what I call it. On the 15th, like, all my fucking second half bills and shit. And then 2 weeks go by, it's gonna be time to pay the fucking mortgage or rent or however the fuck you live. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
first of all, I think that is accurate what you said, but it's so fucked up because that is a way that we kind of break down our weeks and months, just in general. Like, sure. Bills do.
This old man, when I worked at Blue Cross, this old man was like, he's like, he said, when you get old, you live by he was like, you live by when your bills paid. He was like, first of the month, you got to pay your rent and all that other shit. And then the second of the month, you pay the second half of your bills. Then you start all over. He's like, try not to live by the 1st and the 15th. He told me that shit. What the fuck was his name? I can't remember. He was a cool white dude. Cooper or some shit like that. Cooper. His name was Cooper. He was a cool old white man. He told me that shit. I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was just working at Blue Cross to damn, like, build his 401k. Like, he took all his money and put in his 401k. Like, he had, generational white people money, I'm assuming, but I think all white people have
that. White people, do all of y'all have money? Cause we think y'all have money.
Yeah,
for me, it like bills and things like that. So when I moved to Atlanta, I had a job that paid once a month, which was very new for me. I think I've spoke on this before on this podcast, but I had a job that paid once a month. So I had to get used to paying my bills. Well, I didn't have to get used to it. That's just what I decided to do, was go ahead and pay my bills at the beginning of the month. And then I worked that job, and then I worked the contract job after that where I didn't make enough. It was bi-weekly. Every 2 weeks was that?
Bi-weekly. Mm-hmm.
Bi-weekly job. Well, I got paid bi-weekly. And so the check that I received at the beginning of the month would not cover all of my bills. So then I went back to that. But then when I got another job, my job that I'm currently in, I could pay all my bills at the beginning of the month. So, I kind of think of my checks personally as kind of like, oh yeah, this the check that go to y'all, and then the second check go to me. So I'm always like, I get paid today.
All my shit is bills. Like my second one, like, it's not quite as heavy, but shit, that shit's, I still be like, god damn, like lights is, my mortgage is how much and my lights is this much? Like shit. But I got I just got fucking solar panels on I got them on in January. So actually at the end of the year, I got solar panels on my shit. So I'm looking to see like my light bill can considerably go down. So and just pay for my solar panels, which it balanced out because your fucking light bill continues to go like, just from me being here, my light bill's continually run up versus like going down. And then but with the solar panels, I just paid a flat fee to solar rate. And then I just pay like, as long as I don't go like, crazy with the fucking solar shit, I just pay like $10 to use the fucking meter and shit for the solar panels and for Duke Energy just to register the shit to keep shit going. So the cool.
Did the solar panels bring your bill down tremendously?
It's about, I gotta check. I think it just hit today. So I gotta check, or it hits tomorrow, excuse me. But,
this will be your first one?
Yeah, it'll be my first one.
Okay.
So, but yeah, even just The first one, like, cause it's a bunch of steps and shit. Shit is boring. I'm not going to bore you with that. But, as far as like getting it installed or whatever, but, and then once I finally got it, like over the course of 3 or 4 months from the time, cause like I said, I had it installed on December 30th or some shit like that. And then, shortly thereafter, like that's when the process, but I didn't get it up and running until last month. So pretty cool though. So we'll see.
Speaking of houses, how do you feel about, Drake debuted his house on Architectural Digest, which, from what I understand, is a very big deal for anybody to have their house in there. How do you feel about Drake's house?
That shit is immaculate. Like, that shit is pristine as fuck. Like, that shit looks better than probably like anything else that there is, like anybody's house. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is fire. And that was just a glimpse of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, him and Ross have some of the most beautiful houses. Like, Ross shit is fucking immaculate too. But it's not like Drake shit.
It ain't like Drake shit.
Nah, but it's right though. Shout out to Ross. He hustled. Like, he filmed, Come to America 2 in there and shit. And he, like, a part of the deal was that, like, they would, you know, upgrade his, like, they basically renovated his house. You know what I'm saying?
That's fucking, a boss.
That's
fucking, a move right there.
Nigga, that's that shit, nigga.
Yeah.
That's that shit. Like, yeah, y'all can use this motherfucker, just upgrade a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. And you're not like, using all that fucking house anyway.
Bro, he got 212 acres of land.
Listen, Drake's house is 50,000 square feet.
That shit.
Listen, his bedroom is 3,200 square feet. This is his bedroom. 3,200 square feet.
My house is 2,500 and it's big as fuck.
Listen.
That's big as hell. That nigga whole. Damn.
The average size of a house in the U.S. is 2,400 square feet. Drake's bedroom is bigger than the average house.
That's fucking crazy. And if you're fortunate to have over fucking 1,500 square feet, you know, over 2,000 square feet, you know, it's a considerable size in a house where multiple people can live. And this nigga, that shit is his whole fucking bed, like his bedroom. Yeah. Nigga, he ain't like, what the fuck? Do you have a kitchen in his bedroom? Like, what the fuck? Like what's in your bedroom? Like,
right. What is in your bedroom? My apartment is 1,400, a little bit over 1,400 square feet. And that's an apartment.
Bruh.
And honestly, like, it's a good room. You know what I mean? Like, your room is twice that.
Bro, he probably got upstairs and shit in that motherfucker.
In
like,
his
you
bedroom.
have to have upstairs. Like, what the fuck?
I love Drake's house. Like you said, it's dumb. Like some dope shit. It's like
Bitch
some music video shit.
Bitch fucking off the rip.
Listen, but like, it's like, it doesn't look like a livable house though. Like, it looks like a fucking ballin' ass fucking high-end resort.
Yeah, I could live in that motherfucker. That shit look livable to me.
Would you have that type of house?
Yeah. If I had that type of money, fuck yeah. Why not?
You know what? You got a whole family and, you know, maybe you can see, like,
you got a whole family.
My family ain't coming to live with me though.
But I'm saying, like, when they do though.
But like, I just feel like, I ain't saying shit wrong with it because I think that house is fucking dope as fuck. Like, it's dope as fuck. Drake one person. Like, and Drake not even like the type of nigga, as per our knowledge, that like have a whole bunch of niggas with him all around his house and shit. You know what I'm saying? His baby and his baby mama lives in Germany somewhere, wherever they living at. Like,
I'm living with Drake.
It's not a kid friendly house at all.
You don't know that, nigga? That shit is 50,000 square feet. You don't know
that's true. But I'm saying, when I say that, I mean like the house, like as a whole, like this is like
you've seen
architectural digest house. It fits everything. It's a bunch of shiny and hard surfaces. There's a lot of glass, marble, and metal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like a house you go to shoot a fucking video in. It's a boss ass motherfucking crib.
He probably got a super lavish ass goddamn like shit for his kids and shit. I'm sure.
How much of this house you really think he's living in?
Shit, I don't know. His bedroom is fucking 3,000 square feet. So he probably got a fucking kitchen in there. And even if he ain't living in the rest, like, nigga come, if I don't have a kitchen, like, he got niggas working and shit. That shit is like the Batman. Like, that's Bruce Wayne type shit. That shit fire. That shit.
No, that shit is super fire. The shit, I just always think,
Nigga, I want to see the real shit. Like, I want to see, like, you know what I'm saying? They need to bring cribs back, like real shit, like MTV, BT, somebody.
They
bring,
definitely
like,
need
Tidal,
to bring cribs
like, bring
back.
cribs the fuck back, like, for real.
I love
real.
cribs. I even like the cribs that was like regular fucking cribs.
Yeah.
Only because you saw where the people you fuck with, like, where they lay their head.
Yeah, that shit was a great show. Like, I don't know why
like
they
Red
stopped
Man
doing that
joint.
shit.
Remember Red Man? Red Man had a legendary cribs. Cause this shit was
they
ghetto
was
as
talking about
fuck.
that shit. He was like, he said I had another crib. He was like, fuck that shit. I ain't want them niggas coming there. I want them to come to the shit where, like, I still own. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit was ghetto as fuck. Nigga had the weed bags and shit. Nigga had some old weed and that shit was hard. But at the same time, like, you know, Shaq shit was crazy. Like, niggas be having crazy cribs. Like, that shit was a dope show. Like, Tidal or Netflix, they stupid. I'd be on that shit.
Yeah, they really should get on that, especially Netflix.
Well, I will say this. Players Tribune, it's on YouTube. Like, Players Tribune is, it's a blog site where former players, NFL, you know, all professional athletes, they pin journals and shit about whatever. And then, you know, other columns that they have. So it's kind of like just like an online newspaper, but it's run from the players, right? So I think Derek Jeter started it anyway. They started with a blog and now they do like in the crib with Nate Robinson, he's a little dude. Basketball fans know what I'm talking about. He does it. Like, he goes into like a lot of people's cribs. Like, he went to Tony Hawk shit and, Stevie Aoki shit. Stevie Aoki got a fucking shit.
Steve Aoki, I seen Steve Aoki crib.
Bruh, that nigga got he got a bouncy, like not a bounce house, like a fucking trampoline house in his crib. Like, he got a whole room that's fucking trampoline, like on, you know, like Defy Gravity or some shit like that. Like, that's hard. Like, that shit is, and it was dope. Like, the way it was painted, you know, he all fucking like, you know, artistic and shit like that. So that shit was dope. But I'd love to see that, man. Like, I'd love to see Ross crib. And I've seen like bits and pieces of Ross crib. But his shit's so fucking huge that you can't even, like, you would literally have to, you know, set up shop and shit. You know, like that nigga's sneaker closet was fucking ridiculous. Like, his sneaker closet was, I think he got like 60 rooms or some shit like that. His shit, like,
that's too much.
Nah, it ain't.
Would you have a house with 60 rooms in it?
Not for me. But
that's what I'm saying. If you have that type of bread, and you probably got more people to put in there than Ross at one time, unless he had like.
I mean, I ain't got no huge family, like, but you know what I'm saying. But shit, if I could afford it and maintain it, yes, I would have it. I'm lying. I definitely could. If I had millions and millions of dollars, like, I'd love to have Ross house. That nigga got 212 fucking acres.
Bro, I think that if I had money like that, the way I see my life is most case scenario is me and the person I'm with, right? Like, ain't no kids. You know what I'm saying? You might get a dog, I guess, if you want one. I don't see myself with no dog, but if you want a dog, you can get a dog. Like, I'm thinking like, I got all of this money.
To be in the city, like, you like to have like a high rise. I envision you to have.
I wouldn't have a high rise though. That's the thing. Now, okay, don't get it twisted.
City type apartment.
If I had mad money, I would have 2 cribs. But that's the thing. I think what's funny is like a lot of my friends that grew up in like more southern places where they grew up in a house and like shit like that, they seek that type of thing. Like, for me, like, I just want a dope ass house. I grew up in the city, so I don't really like the congestion of the city. I just like the access of having to go into the city. I'm cool
on the city. Like,
when I want to.
I would never live. Like, if I lived in Atlanta or some shit, it'd definitely be on the outskirts. But like, I'm cool. Like, I don't want to live in no major city because that
like, I'm right on I'm within the perimeter. And it's like, for me, like where I live at right now, Sandy Springs, for y'all who know Sandy Springs, like, it's popping, but it's like a little bit more lit than like Cary.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's not as congested like if you're in the heart of Atlanta. But you still know you the fuck in Atlanta because it's a bunch of motherfuckers. Like, it's a bunch of people. But it's not going to take me fucking 45 minutes to find a parking space at the fucking Target. And it's in a parking deck and all that shit. Like, that's how it is, like, in the city.
Yeah, that shit lame.
But I can't say that. I would have, like, I figured, like, for me, like, 5 bedrooms is good.
Yeah.
I would have, like, a bunch of, like, tricked out shit. Like, I would definitely have like movie theater, bar, fucking, I wouldn't have an indoor pool. I would have an outdoor pool. I would have a basketball court. I would have a bowling alley. Like, I had shit like that.
You bought it 20,000 square feet now just to goddamn catch it. Just to, you know.
I don't think that's 20,000.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Like, you remember when I told you, like, in the summertime, we were at this mansion or whatever, and we partied at like this mansion, somebody mansion. We know their dad's mansion and shit like that. And that shit was huge.
Yeah.
Bro.
I mean,
like, that
I'm
shit
just
was
fuck with you. We can do it
huge.
but like a 8,000, 9,000 square foot house, that shit is big as fuck. Like, that's a big ass crib. That's how I'm saying. Like, you can have mad shit in that shit for it to be done.
But
right.
like all the bedrooms, like, I just feel like that's a lot of house for me to not know what's going on. Like, I think I'll be paranoid like a little bit. Somebody try to break your shit. You got 60 rooms in that bitch. You can't watch all them shits.
That's true.
Not even on surveillance. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, my shit gonna be like Mission Impossible. Like, that shit gonna be like lasers and shit everywhere. Like, motions and shit. Like, nigga, if I hear a damn pin drop, that motherfucker gonna be alerted. And goddamn, I'm gonna have 9 fucking guard dogs. Them niggas running upstairs and shit. I'm doing yeah. Raw shit dope though. Raw shit is really, I love his house.
I like his, garage too.
Yeah.
He has a really dope garage.
That shit crazy. Like,
how many cars is too many cars?
That's a good question.
I know you got money. I know you got unlimited money. That's not the question. Like, at what point is like, unless you're a car collector?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I love cars, so I would be collecting cars like a fuck.
And you paying insurance on all of them too. Yeah. Maintenance on all of them.
Yeah, I mean, but if you love it, that shit ain't nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then if you keep them up, then you can always sell them. Like, them shits like custom cars and shit, they hold their value. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously in restored vehicles and shit, it's always gonna be motherfuckers out there because motherfuckers love cars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I can't really put a number on it, but I would have a lot of cars. Like, I wouldn't, like, I've at any given time, you know, past 3 years or 4 years or some shit like that, I've had like 3 cars at one time. Obviously I'm not balling or shit like that, but like, I've had multiple cars and shit just cause I love cars and shit. So like, my next car that I buy, I'm gonna have probably, you know, 3 cars then again, and then have to just figure something out. But you can only drive one car. But if you rich as fuck, you know.
I think for me, like, I think 5 cars is what I would envision. Like, 3 cars is what I see myself with in regular life. Mm-hmm. I want like a sports car, a SUV, and a sedan. But I would prefer to be driven. Like, I would like to have a driver. Like, shit like that, I think is where I splurge, like, and spend my money. Mm. Like, not that, you know, Drake can't afford what he got and all these things. I'm talking about myself. I would definitely pay money for the driver, for the cook, for the maid, for the trainer. Like, salaries going there. Like, I think that's where I would be. But like, I think like 5 cars, cause you gotta have like some crazy shit, like Lamborghini, Maserati, like some crazy shit don't nobody else have.
I'm getting a Ghost and shit. Like, them Ghost shit, I'm getting them. Like, if I'm getting, I'm gonna have a couple of them. Nah, I'd like to drive them motherfuckers. Like, shit. I don't mind driving. I wouldn't mind.
I'll take a Maybach for sure. Or a Bentley. Yeah. Not the Bentley truck though.
Them shit's hard though.
That Lambo truck, the Bentley truck.
I don't like the Lambo truck. I like the Bentley truck better than I like the Lambo truck.
The Bentley dealership is right across the street from my job, and I just see like happy white families just going in and test driving, and just I'm like, God damn, like this about to be the family car, and the fucking Bentley truck about to be the family car. God damn it.
Yep.
I was talking to the I told you I was out looking for cars pre-pandemic, and the dude was telling me how like couples with money will come in, and like you can have like 3 cars, but like on the 4th car, like they gotta ask like additional questions and shit. Mm. And he said that niggas are coming that joint all the time. Like, they have a wife, so they got a car, their wife got a car, and they trying to get like their kid, one of the kids that have a car or whatever. And then they'll go in and try to get a 4th car for whatever reason. They want a new car, whatever the case may be. And he like, oh, well, I'm already seeing you got X amount of cars, and like the wife don't know about it. Basically what he was telling me was like, these niggas be buying cars for the mistresses all the time and getting in trouble in the dealership.
Damn.
He said he done seen that shit a few times. He said he just gotta leave out the room. They get into arguments and shit. Like, these niggas don't be understanding, like, once you buy, no matter how much money you got, once you try to get the next car, like, they gonna start asking you additional questions. Like, why the fuck you need all these cars and shit? Mm-hmm. So, like, that shit funny. I'm like, man, niggas out here buying mistresses cars. Like,
unless
I'm in the wrong fucking business.
Cash, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you know, after you pay for something, over like, 10, I think it's 7 or 8.
No, it's 9,999.
Okay. You know, that triggers, the IRS.
Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta figure that out, playboys.
Yeah, there's more than one way to skin a cat now.
Like, right.
Set it up in the LLC or some shit, you good.
Right, exactly. Hey, that's crazy. Like, I'm in the wrong business. I need somebody to buy me a car. What you been watching? You done with Ozark?
Yeah, I've been done with Ozark.
Did you watch Insecure?
Yes, I did. I watched Insecure. That shit was amazing. I've been watching Homeland. That shit is.
Hold on, let's talk about Insecure for a second before you move on.
Did you watch the Clark Sisters though?
I didn't. I haven't though.
Jesus Christ. That shit.
It was really
excellent.
good.
Man, it was awesome.
It's on my DVR. I watched it.
It is so good. Like, if you haven't seen the Clark Sisters documentary, I didn't know much about the Clark Sisters outside of the fact that they're, you know, obviously a phenomenal gospel group.
Yep.
Man, like, it was great. It was awesome. Like, their fucking voices were something else. Like, and then the actresses who played them, they did an amazing job. Kiara Sheard, which is Karen Clark's daughter.
Yeah.
She played her mom and she fucking killed it. Like, she looks, acts just like her. So it was very well done. Whoever did, like, I don't know who directed it, but that shit was great. Their mom was a beast. Like, she was Joe Jackson, but not like physically abusive, but like
mentally
hard
abusive,
on them
verbally
type
abusive.
shit. But not even though, like, verbally abusive, yes, but like loving, it was weird. Like, just watch it.
I hit you because I love you.
No, she ain't hit him. Like, she never put her hands on him. Well, maybe once or twice, but nothing like that. but not, it was just like a smack, like, you know how you get defiant in your mom. Yeah, you know how you like try to talk out against your mom or some shit like that. But she was just like very overbearing, but she made this group to be the greatest gospel, you know, singing group, black singing group ever. You know what I mean? So, you know, where, you know, you gotta, to get a diamond, you gotta be a little rough. So, but it shit was really well done though. Yeah, they had a crazy life, you know what I'm saying? And the talent was just amazing. Like, the singing, the music was just amazing. Like, and the way that they performed was really well done. I'd strongly suggest that.
Yeah,
I watched it last night. It was great.
I saw somebody say, on Twitter, say, you know, do you have to fucking beat your children down and be a Joe Jackson in order to get greatness? So,
in some
like
capacity.
yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, when you have multiple children, I think, not necessarily when you have one, but like, yeah, I mean, Matthew Knowles was pretty nuts from, it appears, you know what I mean? Like, he's still a little, you know, off, like, yeah, you gotta have, you know, you gotta
be crazy enough to think this could work.
That's a fact. Lonzo Ball, dad, LeVar Ball, shout out to him. He about to have, you know, 2 top 5 draft picks, you know what I mean? Like, in his lineage, and he told niggas he was gonna do that, you know what I'm saying? And he been working out on the niggas and hard on them, and his middle son just got picked up from an NBA D-League team. So, well, before all this shit happened, obviously, but, so, you know, but they said he was off his rocker too, you know what I'm saying? He won't like physically abusive, but he just had them niggas right, you know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. You know, it's, in your words, what you say, 6 in one hand and half a dozen in the other.
Yeah, because all the motherfuckers is emotionally fucked up.
Yeah, sure. That's what I was gonna say. Like, niggas be fucked up. Like, they superstars, but they fucked up.
Because they had like the whole do it for God, but like but their mom was like living vicariously through them because she.
That's how it always is, though.
Yeah, but for sure, no doubt about that. But it was crazy, man. That shit was wild. That shit was really, because it was because it was, you know, holy, right? So like, they were, you know, Christians, and they believed that everything that they were doing was for God, and they used that and they turned out to be great people. I mean, they didn't have any, you know, major issues that they noted, obviously, but, it was just really interesting. I really liked it because it was a different angle that, you know, like, I know a lot of people that are religious. Like, I got some family that are like, you know, pretty religious.
Bible thumpers.
Yeah, not as much, but they used to be and shit like that. And I kind of like one summer, my uncle was like, when I got in trouble and shit, like I had to go stay with my uncle in Virginia and shit, like Petersburg, Virginia. He was like a reformed pimp / like nigga
I love those
there.
family members.
And like, but he was like super like Bible thumper and shit like that, but like really didn't know the Bible and shit. Like he knew it cause he got ordained as a minister, but he was still just a wild nigga that became a minister. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So, but he was good people though. Like, rest in peace, Uncle Bob. He told me how to shoot guns, go fishing and all that country shit like that. So that's my nigga.
Shout out to Uncle Bob. You said Uncle Bob?
Yeah, Uncle Bobby. Yep.
Mm-hmm. On Insecure, I thought Insecure started. It was great. It was really good. Do you think you could be friends with your if
it's about the paper
ex?
If his wife is different, like it's just a girlfriend or something. And if it's about that paper and I'm trying to like establish myself, yeah. Like
so tell me the difference.
What you mean?
Like you said, it'd be different than your wife. And
yeah, I mean, I've been with my wife for fucking 15 years and shit. They ain't like their scenario was different. Like they got kids. Like if no kids are involved and shit like that, like it's not gonna be like no baby mama drama and shit. Like where it's another life involved. It's just merely 3 people. Totally different than
Why does the fact that it's just a girl versus your wife versus this is someone in her past, like how does that difference?
I mean, I could be with, like, I could definitely do it now because I mean, I don't think she's going nowhere if she does.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, in the way I process it, like you should be even more cool with it in a way.
But,
you know what I mean?
But yeah, I could definitely do that now. Like if it's about some money, fuck that. Like you never mix business with personal anyway. You know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah.
Shit, yeah, for sure. I definitely could. But I mean, like, if we doing business or some shit and motherfucker like do some HVAC work and goddamn he gonna give me a better deal, nigga, come on through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, shit, I'm cool. If shit gonna happen, it's gonna happen. You know
Facts.
what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you. Like I could do it. I mean, especially under that particular circumstance. Like I wouldn't go seeking out my exes. I mean, my current ex.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wouldn't go seeking it out, but based on the way that shit was established, like yeah, because I hate the fact
if we already dealing business, like we already got we got an event in a week where you trying to help me get some funding and you've been super instrumental. Oh yeah, nah, it's all good, it's all love. Hey, tell that nigga I said what up. You know what I'm saying? Keep it pimping, like yo, appreciate you, man. I need this bread. Fuck that.
No, I feel you on that. I feel you 100% on that. I was just like, yeah, I could do it that way. I always have like conversations and debates because like I'm friends with my ex and that's always a problem when it ain't a problem. Like, why are you upset? Like just knowing this particular fact makes, someone upset versus it's something nefarious going on or you think it's something going on. It's just that particular title that kind of like drives people crazy. And I'm just like, my opinion of it is it's like, especially somebody that you were in a relationship versus somebody you was just fucking with or had a situation with or just fucking or whatever, the case may be like it's my ex. We had a life together at some point in time. So they good people. You don't have to necessarily break up because some shit went terribly wrong, like somebody disrespected somebody in a way. You know what I'm saying? You can just break up because you're no longer compatible because you've grown separately. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all, it's just not the right time. So I think it's interesting that, some people like, nah, friends with exes, nah, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. Just like you said, and I feel the same way. Whatever gonna happen. You can't bitch or moan or fucking complain. That is not going to happen. A person going to do whatever they're going to do. But, if you see something crazy going on, like you can speak up. But I think that, how Molly kind of, spoiler alert, how Molly kind of handled that shit was kind of, at first when I thought Molly just being a hater.
Yeah. She is being hater.
But now I know like it was not only the shit she was going through with old boy. It's also she jealous because now Issa has somebody she cool with that can take her place. Like it was a jealousy type thing going on.
That shit was hating for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what jealousy is, hating.
Yeah, true.
That shit is a synonym. Like when motherfucker be like, damn, must be nice. That's hating, and that's called jealousy. Same shit.
Yeah, that is. Like you feel like this your space, this your territory.
Yeah,
Molly is a different type person, man. Like, Molly gonna always self-sabotage herself when it comes to her love life. She's all like, I don't understand why women think just because you met them, your roster just disappeared.
Right.
And like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, especially if there's been no line drawn in the sand. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if we haven't, like, yeah, you may not necessarily put a label on it, but like, you can, when you're an adult, you gotta have a conversation, right? So like, yo, what the fuck is we? Like, I'm not finna, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we put the line in the sand one way or the other, like, we're gonna, you know, be committed to one another, or we're gonna continue just to date and do whatever we want, you know what I mean? And whatever that involves is whatever it involves. But nonetheless, it's still communication, right? So like, at the end of it, as an adult, you just gotta communicate. Like, if you want something, you should say what you want. If that doesn't work for that other person, then agree to disagree and then move on, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's in any relationship, like work and fucking X, Y, and Z. Like, you know what I mean? Especially like in a romantic relationship, you know what I mean? Like, you just need to communicate, and this is what I want, and this is what I need. And if you can't provide that, then like, peace, I'm out type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that simple.
That's how I operate. That's how I operate. Like, we have to communicate. We're whole adults out here.
Yeah.
Don't be assuming stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't think just because you out here being faithful in a non-relationship that somebody else is. Like, that sounds like the dumbest shit ever to me.
Like, what?
I'm committed to a non-relationship? What the fuck?
Nigga, we just kissed. Like, the fuck?
Right. Like, even if we were fucking, like, don't assume. Like,
but we just kissed type shit. Like, y'all just made y'all first kiss in the bowling alley. You think like, oh.
That is true.
Like, my nigga, we've been rocking for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, this has been 2 seasons. This shit went off 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? We've been dating for a whole 2 goddamn years in TV world. Fuck out of here.
Hey, listen, that is one of the cons to being single, is because
I would hate to be single
I love being single. And I'm gonna tell you
I would hate having a date now.
Really?
Hell yeah. Like, because it's all technology driven and all that shit. Like, you got niggas be texting
Not
versus.
really. Like, I don't use technology a lot when I date. Like, I just use what is me. Ta-da. Like, I'm a social person. You know what I'm saying? So, and I understand, like, all people are not social people. Like, I have, like, a homegirl right now, and she is just having the blues. Like, she using dating apps.
Yeah, I know, man.
And services and all that shit. And she just keep getting dud after dud after dud. And I'm just like, you too thirsty. Like, I feel like you just need to relax and go outside.
Yeah. Like, well, not now, but we'll go outside.
Not now.
Be careful.
Now,
stay 6 feet away.
When outside was safe, go outside. Like, go outside, talk to people, have a good time. Because I feel like as long as you looking and searching, you ain't gonna never find nobody. And when I talk about, like,
that's true.
When I'm talking about, like, I think these are people that are just like, I feel like the downside is, like, I know people who, like, their goal is like relationship. Hey,
yeah, for sure.
Hey, we went out to lunch. Are you looking for a relationship? Like, relax. Like, let it flow organically. Like, let it flow. If it work, it work. If it don't, it don't. But adults have a lot of fucking baggage.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, now, like, I would hate to have to meet a motherfucker when I'm 37 trying to, like, hey, like, trying to figure out a motherfucker. Like, that would suck. Like, cause it's mad. Like, it's gonna be at least 34 years of some shit that I gotta deal with versus 20 something. A lot can happen in 10 years.
Yeah, a lot can happen in 10 years.
You know, fucking pandemic.
Yeah, that is true.
Motherfuckers gonna be fucked up off this pandemic, yo.
Huh?
Motherfuckers gonna be fucked up off this pandemic. Like, mentally, like, this shit is about to, like, levy some fucking downtrodden ass, goddamn melancholy ass people. Like, it was a little girl that killed herself. She killed herself because she could not stand being in the house all day. Like, shit. You know what I mean?
You know what? I thought about that too. Like, even before the little girl killed herself, I'm just like, yo, like, niggas used to being out there, like, and whatever out there means, like, going out hanging with your friends, like, hanging with your family, like, going places with your family. Like, America, we spend a lot of money on our first world shit, and we do a lot of shit. And I'm just like, damn, like, that's why I can't foresee like 90 days of this. I really can't even see 60, but I can't see 90. I definitely can't see 120.
I can see. I don't want it, but that shit, 60 days is for sure. Like, this shit ain't gonna be solved by the end of May by any stretch.
I'm hoping. And all I have is hope.
Nigga, it's like 2 weeks now. It's, unless some miraculous shit go on within the next 2 weeks, which I severely doubt, we gonna be like, but you know, shout out to New York. Y'all niggas is starting to turn the curve as far as hospitalizations and deaths. So that's good. I saw that. I don't know. I've been seeing so much shit, but
they are. They hit like a plateau, and they're like the epicenter.
Did you watch Dave?
Yes, I watched Dave. I watched all of them.
Hi, I'm Dave. Is that shit not fucking hilariously like weird?
It like
it's the weirdest.
It's funny.
It's like fucking ATL and fucking some other shit mixed together.
It's very weird. You're right. It does give you that like ironic, quirky, dry, dark comedy type shit. Bro, when that nigga had, so Dave is on FX. It's by rapper Lil Dicky, white guy, Jewish, Jewfro, rapper. He can rap like fuck. His subject matter is just crazy as fuck. And so like, when it was like the 2 episodes, like literally about his dick.
Yeah.
It made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
like we went into depth, like about how his dick small and shit don't grow. When he was, bro, my favorite episode, and it's like the worst episode and my favorite episode, when he had that fucking doll thing he was fucking. That half a body shit.
Oh yeah, that
with
was like
the ass.
That was the first episode, right?
It was like episode 2 or 3. Like when his girlfriend caught him.
Yeah, when they was in the garage and shit.
Yes.
Yeah, when they pulled the garage up, he was like, "Oh, I'm so fucking hot."
Bruh, you know what? I think that shit, like, after he found, like, when she go to the bathroom and shit and this half a body falls out the shower and shit. And she like, ew, what the fuck is that? Why the fuck is it so heavy? He's like, okay, you asked a bunch of questions here. I don't know exactly how to answer this. And I was like, funny. Yo, you a fucking creep.
Yeah, that shit was funny as hell, yo. Like, the one when they had the dinner when they went back to Philly and shit, his dad was saying like, cause the black dude, not Gator, the other dude, I forgot his name and shit, but, the engineer beat nigga, he was like, how's whatever the dog's name was? He was like, oh yeah, he passed away the dad was like, he passed away a couple years ago. He was like, he died from his own feces. And they was like, his wife was
feces.
Like, she was like, yeah, feces. She was feces. Like, I'm sorry, did you mean feces? He was like, yeah, so I said feces. He's like, no, she was like, it's feces. Like, she wrote the shit down. And they was like, are you being serious right now? Or are you just like playing? Yeah, that shit, listen to me, that shit had me fucking weak, but like, you gotta see it.
Bruh, when I tell you that fucking rap he did for YG was so fucking fire.
Listen, man.
I've been telling y'all Lil Dicky is that nigga. Like, that nigga can rap.
Fire. Like, he smoked that shit. You hear me? Like, that nigga smoked that shit. And that was the wildest fucking episode, yo. Like, that shit is good. Gator's that
and
nigga.
Then he
like,
said,
I fuck with Gator like hell. That nigga's hard.
He said we have a clinically depressed hype man. Great. What the fuck? When Gator was so hype, I was like, yo, all right, I see where this is going.
Yeah,
I saw where it was going. Yeah, I saw where it was going on that episode.
Yeah, that was a dark episode.
That was a dark episode.
It was mad dark, but it was like mad interesting episode. The whole while. Like, damn, that shit. Yeah, that shit is good. I've been watching nothing but TV. I watched, what else did I watch? I watched 20s, which I think the season finale is tonight or tomorrow.
The series finale, I think it's tomorrow. Hey, we talked about, Tori Spelling's daughter named fucking Hattie. This bitch named Hattie.
The damn show is named Hattie. Yeah. Hattie got a mean haircut, man.
Why is her name Hattie, bro? She don't look nothing like no fucking Hattie.
I mean, she a little, if she had her hair out, maybe it'd be like, like she was born
Hattie looks 80 years old to me.
Yeah. I'm sure she
a person named Hattie should be 80.
Yeah, I mean, she'll be 80.
You came out the womb 80 if your name is Hattie.
Yeah. Yeah, her name's Hattie. She's ill. I started watching,
She
Lena
funny
Waithe
as
is
fuck.
really dope. Cause I was watching, Boomerang. That shit good as a bitch. Like, that shit is great.
You know what? I watch Boomerang because it's black.
That shit good.
And
I like
when
it.
I don't have nothing else to watch, I watch it. I don't really think it's that great of a show though, for real. I watch it though.
I enjoyed it.
It's one of them shows that I watch because I know I don't have to pay like a whole bunch of attention to it.
Yeah. I like it.
It's like Boomerang.
It is
I
not
watch
that great,
Neighborhoods or Neighbors
Yeah.
with Cedric the Entertainer.
I ain't watched that. I know that's good though.
Like, and they shows, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you really, really like Boomerang.
For a long time.
What'd you say?
Cedric the Entertainer been getting money for a long time. Like, that nigga
Very
had
long
mad
time.
shows. That nigga was fucking hosting, Who Want to Be a Millionaire and all that type of shit. Like, real nigga shit. Like, niggas be giving Steve Harvey all that credit, but goddamn Ced's cold-blooded on that bitch now. For real. Like, his catalog is pretty extensive. He got more movies
Cedric
than
the
Steve,
Entertainer and Tanisha Arnold. They always got a job.
They always got a job. She was on Netflix. She got a new movie on Netflix, like a kid movie with some wrestling and shit where she playing the grandma. And I was like, damn.
Really?
Am I fucking that old that fucking Tashina Arnold starting to play grandmas? But I mean, she could.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact. No, she really could. That is it's funny. All right. Last OG. So Last OG is one of those shows that I watch as well because it's black and
season,
Tiffany Haddish in it. And why is Tracy Morgan so successful?
I don't know. He's been stealing.
Tracy Morgan really ain't really been funny to me since he was bruh man. However, the people must think otherwise.
Yeah, people fuck with him.
People fuck with Tracy Morgan, but I'm just like, Tracy Morgan is Tracy Morgan in everything.
Yeah. When he was on the Today Show, he was talking about, how are you doing with the quarantine? He was like, oh, my wife been pregnant about 3 times. That shit was mad. Like, the lady, it was so funny because the lady was like, oh, okay. And then he kept going. He's like, yeah. He was like, what we do, we've been role playing a lot where, you know, she's a cancer patient and I'm the grandfather that has created the cure. She'll do anything for that cure. I said, God damn.
And that's the thing, like, he be going so far and be cringy. It be cringy to me. I be like,
it was oddly funny
like,
though. It wasn't like hilarious funny. It's just like, what the fuck? Like,
it was awkward funny.
Yeah, like, it's just like, oh shit. I ain't expect the nigga to say that. Like, you kept going too. You knew the shit was awkward. You just want to be weird.
I think that's his thing though. I think he liked
weird.
that. Like,
yeah, I like motherfuckers who weird. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hell yeah.
Hi, I'm Dave.
What you was about to say?
Hi, I'm Dave.
Y'all should watch Dave. Modern Family series finale.
Oh yeah, damn sure.
Rest in peace to Modern Family.
It's a good show, man.
That was a great show. And how long were they on? 10 years? 11 years? Something
Probably
like that.
More than that, yeah.
I just want to say the oldest daughter never got any older.
Yeah, she'd say
like,
the same.
She like a teacup person. Like, she still looks 16.
Yeah.
And that's great for y'all race.
Mm-hmm. That's true. But she got something in her though. She ain't all the way like.
She looked like she mixed with something.
She's not from the mountains of Caucasus.
While we're talking about, let's give a coronavirus update that we've been given since this quarantine has started. Fred the Godson is on a ventilator, the rapper. For y'all who don't know, pray for Craig.
Did he shake back?
I'm not showing that he's shaking back just yet. Babyface and his family had COVID-19. They're getting better and he's prepping for his battle with Teddy Riley. BB and CC BB Winans and the Winan parents had COVID-19. They're recovering. Todd Chrisley of Chrisley Knows Best. He has COVID-19. I know a lot of people who love Todd Chrisley. I couldn't get into the show.
That shit's good.
But I know a lot of people who love that show.
My wife liked that show.
And that's the reason I brought it up because I know a lot of people like that show. Unfortunately, the mother of Carl Anthony Towns, his mother passed away from complications with COVID. So rest in peace to her. He was one of the first African American individuals that I saw talking about COVID as far as a family member having it or him having it. He didn't have it, but his mom had it. So rest in peace to her. I can't even imagine going through such heartbreak and a quarantine and all this other shit. Like,
yeah,
at
man.
the same time.
That shit's lame. God bless everybody, man. Just God bless
God
everybody.
bless everyone for sure. It's been confirmed that the U.S. knew about COVID-19 back in November.
Mm-hmm.
And so for all of y'all who thinking y'all may have had it, y'all probably did.
Definitely did.
To be completely honest. Like I say, I've known a few people personally that be like, no, I think I had it. And it was like November, December timeframe. I watched Issa's, live, and she was talking about how she thinks she had it in November when they were shooting for the show and shit. She was like, nah, I think I had it. But they diagnosed her as like the flu or something. She thinks she had coronavirus. New information alert. Social distancing is now 13 feet versus 6 feet.
Mm-hmm.
They coming out with new information every day. Also, new symptom alert. Fizzing. So last thing we heard was loss of taste, loss of smell. Now it's talking about fizzing.
What is that?
Fizzing is described as kind of like a tingle all over your body. And others say it feels like being dunked in like ice cold water.
Jeez.
Where your body just feels like this tingling all over. Like, I think of it as like when your fucking legs and shit fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think of, but I've never had COVID. So go by what they're saying with the tingle all over the body or being dunked in ice. Remember that. New guidance is saying wear a face mask regardless. Everybody wear a face mask. When you're going out, wear a face mask. I would recommend that, period, regardless of what the government's saying. Wear a fucking face mask. Wear gloves. Do not cross-contaminate with the gloves. Just because you got the gloves on, you can't be touching everything with the gloves. Like, that defeats the purpose. I watch people on their lives and shit like that, and they talking, and you got the gloves on, you just touched your ear, you just scratched your ear, you just grabbed your phone, you just did all of these things. So just be aware when you got these gloves on. California also has a $1,000 fine if you're out with no mask. I feel like every state should have that. The governors on the East and West Coast are coming together to basically say fuck Trump, and we're gonna put some shit together. Since y'all can't seem to do anything federally, we're gonna get together and kind of make the rules. And you have places like California and New York, which are the epicenters of the virus. So I feel like that's only right. Trump had a meltdown yesterday in regards to a reporter questioning him about what the fuck was he doing in February when he was trying to buy himself time, and now all this shit has happened.
Mm-hmm.
Trump won, what's the guy named Fuki? What's the,
I don't know.
what's the not the therapist, the
doctor.
expert, the doctor. He wants him gone because he doesn't agree with the shit that Trump be saying. Like, you can't just be out here saying anything. And Trump doesn't seem to digest that or process that for whatever reason.
Right.
I don't think he understands that it's people's lives at stake. And as a president, you're supposed to be giving us hope.
Yep.
You know, and I don't think he understands that part of the job description. Let's be clear. He doesn't understand a lot of the job description. However, I feel like some things should be innate. Like, you should want to make people feel okay. Like,
right.
As a regular person, you should want people to feel okay or provide them with some type of hope. Not false promises, but hope. Like, hey, y'all, we gonna get through this. Not, I did so great. This is on China. Like all he want to do is pat himself on the back, but for what? What did you do?
Right.
Because all we seeing is negative things. They're starting mass graves in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that on TV. It was heartbreaking. Just to see these big ass fucking 8-lane highway size ditches that they're building and putting all of these caskets in it.
Mm-hmm.
it's supposed to be temporary. However, how you know it's going to be temporary, you don't know how long this thing going to last. Body's going to start to decay. These coffins that pine boxes, basically. I don't even want to call them coffins. These pine boxes that y'all are putting people in, mass production, they're going to disintegrate. You know, and how are you going to, they're putting them on top of each other. Like, it was a moment for me, B. I ain't gonna even lie. Like, when I saw that, I was just like, damn, like, this is where we are. Like,
yeah,
they've had,
I got my cousin, her grandma and her fucking aunt died within days of each other they died on like the first of, and still ain't been buried and don't know when they're going to be able to be buried. And they just died normally, like, I mean, not normally, but of natural causes, you know, like other than COVID, I should say.
Yeah.
And,
That's just like my cousin who passed away. I had to watch his, you know, funeral on Facebook Live and shit like that. And like, I don't even know if they have him in the ground yet. Like, it's just sad. You know what I'm saying? Like, where we are right now is sad, and New York has had more deaths than any country in the world. Like, New York by itself, you know, and like, I ain't gonna need lie, be like, I saw y'all niggas thinking Easter was a get out of quarantine free pass. Like, especially black families. And I say that because I follow majority black people. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if y'all not posting y'all families together, we see all the food y'all fucking cook. That ain't for the 4 people that live in your house. You know what I'm saying? Even my family, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, why are y'all together? It's too many people. And, you know, it's kind of like, well, it was only supposed to be us, and then they invited this person, that person. I'm like, listen, y'all, what y'all gotta understand is everybody.
They infect somebody, this motherfucker infect somebody, and you know what I mean?
Stop thinking because you know somebody, they don't have the shit. That ain't got shit to do with it. People got shit, don't even know they have shit. Like, we gotta tough this thing out, because at the end of the day, my family is in DC. Y'all spread the shit to each other. Y'all get sick. Unfortunately, something happened to somebody that impacts more than just you. It impacts more than just you. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop it, y'all. Like, just stay in. Like, let's just get this shit over with. If there's a getting over with, like, that makes me upset.
Yep.
I'm just like, come on, guys. Like, at this point in time, I feel like we all should know what's going on. And then I see like video from like fucking Baltimore and shit, and they still doing what the fuck they doing out there. Baltimore is Florida Junior.
Yeah, shit sucks.
That shit is Florida Junior. Like, they just can't process right and wrong and what the fuck they supposed to do. Like, if y'all want to be outside so bad, let's get the shit over with. Y'all can't be hanging out. People still posting them hanging out on the corners and shit with they niggas and all this other shit.
Niggas hard here, man. Shit don't get real till shit get real.
That is true. FYI, Allstate, Geico, Liberty Mutual, Esurance, USAA, State Farm, Progressive, American Family Insurance are all giving their drivers refunds. These are all car insurance places. And that's because people aren't able to leave. It's less accidents. Nobody's on the road. So each company has a different thing of what they're giving back. Some are giving a percentage back of the premiums. Some are forfeiting a month. They have different things that's going on. I have MetLife. I ain't heard nothing from MetLife yet. I used to have Nationwide. I ain't heard nothing from Nationwide yet.
Well, Nationwide ain't gonna give you shit.
And Nationwide ain't gonna give you shit. I would be surprised if Nationwide give you some shit.
They bonuses sucked.
Really? I can believe that.
No,
I can believe
them
that.
shits are the worst.
Their car insurance suck. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe mine suck, but like when my sister would say like shit happened with her car and shit, her shit would be easy peasy. Like my shit always suck. Like that, yeah, like it always sucked. But if you have car insurance, regardless, even if it's not any of those that I named, call. And
I need
see
to call
if you can get a refund or get a credit or something like that. China is off lockdown after 76 days. They've opened back up, Wuhan and those places that were allegedly the origin point. Now they're saying the origin point was Europe, but we'll see what happens with that. Unfortunately, though, some fuck shit been going on in China. You heard about the Nigerians that they kicking out? The Africans that they kicking out of China?
It's amazing. Like, we get hated goddamn everywhere, bro. Like, shit, man.
Yes. That's how that hit me as well. Be like, damn, they don't fuck with us nowhere. So, like, allegedly, there were 5 Nigerian men who broke quarantine. And allegedly, like, the Nigerian population, you know how places have like Little Italy and Chinatown and shit like that. There's a spot in Wuhan or somewhere nearby where it's a large Nigerian community. So because of these men, they've then infected 114 others. And so you have the city that's coming off a lockdown and attempting to resume life. And then you have this outbreak that occurs. So China's answer to that was to evict the Africans, chase them out, not give them food, not have nowhere to go. Like, imagine paying your bills and a nigga like, nah, you out. Fuck you mean I'm out?
I mean, if I'm Wuhan and I'm like, we got past this shit and then y'all niggas turn this shit back up, I'm not mad at that. I didn't know the backstory. I didn't really give a shit. But
listen. You can't just assume. It'll be different if you saying y'all niggas who infected gotta go, but you can't just say all Nigerians gotta get the fuck out. Anybody with dark skin gotta get the fuck out, and I don't have nothing to do with this shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, that's fucked up. Or if I was doing the right thing and you had motherfucking Easter
right.
at the crib, now I done caught the shit not knowing. Because my husband or my wife or my child and came in, they got it from somewhere. So it's like we all got to suffer when we didn't know. Like, if you knew who, I guess, the 5 guys were, then yes, do something with those guys. But they're basically saying, all you motherfuckers, all you Nigerians got to get the fuck out. Period. And they can't have no food. Like, the places are not serving them. Like, it's segregation. Like, the South, like, you can't be served here. Even McDonald's put out a statement saying they apologize for the way the McDonald's in China was treating the Africans. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I personally don't feel like if it were another group,
you can't get the whole fucking people out of there. I thought they were saying, I must have misheard you. I thought you said that they were trying to get those 5 people out of there. Hell yeah, kill them.
No, they're all the Nigerians. Anybody black, you gotta go.
Oh yeah, nah,
any of the Africans, they gotta go. Like, they walking down the street with they shit. Cause like they put them out.
It was like the fucking Gestapo, in Germany with the Nazis and shit. And the fucking Jewish.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Diarrhea.
Like, I think that's fucked up. Shout out to Anne Frank. Pork eaters know that Smithfield Foods have closed down their plant in North Dakota until further notice. They had 238 cases in one plant. Everybody in that bitch had it. But this may lead to a pork shortage. Smithfield Foods is like one of the biggest supplier like pork products in the U.S. So
fun fact, it originated in Smithfield, Virginia.
Okay. Fun fact. But be prepared. Go get your bacon if you need to go get your bacon. I normally have Oscar Mayer pork products. I am a pork eater. But normally I'm getting like bacon for the most part. So know that landlords in Hawaii and other places is asking for pussy in lieu of money. Because niggas is creeps. Like,
landlords don't mean that they don't mean it's all men. The fuck?
Well, the stories that I read were men. The fuck? Who else?
Women?
Who else?
Women?
Who else?
Women be wanting some pussy too.
Women can get pussy. They ain't gotta con you out no pussy.
Shit,
they ain't gotta barter no pussy.
Why not? The bitch been bartering
women
pussy
don't
for the
have
rest
to
of the
barter
life.
Pussy.
Since the beginning of life.
Listen,
women
the
been
sex
selling
trade,
pussy for longer than anything else.
They've been selling
Adam
pussy.
and Eve came out here and there was a nigga.
Wait, are we talking about women selling pussy or women buying pussy? Because I need to make sure I'm on the
selling
right
and
conversation.
Or buying. Shit, bitches probably been offering. Like, hey, look,
bitches ain't been buying pussy like that.
They may have not. Okay, They may not, but bitches been offering.
I'm not
pussy
saying
to
there
stay
are
in their
bitches
house.
who buy pussy, but I'm saying like that's nowhere near like
Right.
the
Okay.
majority
So
at all.
to flip it, bitches been trying to give up that pussy in the same token at the same rate. Like bitches will sell that pussy, they ain't got nowhere to stay. For sure. We've said it on the show. Nothing to sell.
Yes, but
Pussy
that's
will.
the difference between, hey, you ain't got your rent. Yeah, you can give me some of that versus, hey, I don't have my rent. Do you want some pussy instead? Those are two different transactions.
I don't know.
Like what can get you locked up?
I mean,
Like because you're using your power and your leverage to obtain pussy. Like, listen, stop being creeps. I don't care what B Hill say. Stop being fucking creeps. If a bitch offer you some pussy for some rent, yeah. But like, don't fucking be a creep out here.
You can't ask a bitch like, hey, I see you short on your rent.
No, you should not. You should not.
Right.
You should not. Let her tell
Double
what
standards.
her shit is.
These double standards here, I tell you.
Because what? I'm offering something versus you buying something?
I'm asking.
No, that's a conflict of interest and that's abuse of power.
I'm asking. I'm not saying like you're gonna lose your hood, but hey, you know, if it's the difference between like, yo, either give me some pussy or you out.
Get the fuck out.
Versus,
yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's what's going on.
How you know it ain't
like you don't get evicted?
Like how you know it ain't like, well, if you ain't got it, you can give me some pussy.
Well, that's not how I read it
So
in the story that was going on. So the story is fucking landlords in Hawaii and some other places is asking female tenants for pussy in lieu of money.
It's
Listen,
a game of telephone. It's probably got misinterpreted along the way.
Of course. Why would a nigga ask for some pussy? What? That is unheard of.
Right.
What? That would never happen. Oh, yeah. Stop being creeps, niggas. Let a bitch offer you some. Let a bitch say she got a product.
How many bitches be like, you know what? That's not a bad idea. All right.
They
ain't post that.
Listen, I say as long as you got a pussy, you shouldn't be broke. I agree with that. But it's a difference between you offering some shit or your shit is available versus you being pressured because you got fucking kids crying and they need a roof over their head.
Yeah, it's just about the way you ask.
Shout out to a few celebs real quick. Tyler Perry paid for senior shopping hours for 29 Winn-Dixies and 44 Krogers in Louisiana and Atlanta for the seniors. Thought that was pretty dope.
Yeah, that's hard.
Cardi B and Fashion Nova is giving away $1,000 an hour for the next until May 20th.
God damn.
For people impacted by COVID-19. Fashion Nova has fucking bread. How
many hours is that though? That's mad hours.
I wonder is that like business hours?
like God damn, like
8,000 a day.
That's 24. So that's 24 hours times whatever May 20th is. So that's it's the 14th. Nigga, that's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. So I'm just gonna do 1,000 times what you said, 24 hours.
Yeah.
Times.
That's what, like 30. Nah, so it's the 14th. So let's say that's 36 days. It's 30 days and yeah. So
1,000 times 24 times 30. That's a lot of money.
How much is that?
That's $720,000.
Nah, that can't be
Fashion Nova got it though. $720,000. That's almost $1 million. That's a quarter.
We said they're giving away. So we didn't do that correct because that couldn't be. Okay. That could be 7.2 or some shit. It's for every hour.
Okay, we said $1,000
times
right times 24.
24
times 30 days times 30. $720,000.
Can't be. That don't seem right.
What it seem like to you?
So it's
only 24. It's $24,000 a day.
A day.
So $24,000 a day times 30.
That just seems like a lot. It seems like when you say more. I mean, it seems like it would be more than that. It's actually 36 days, right? If today's the 14th. But anyway.
Yeah, we just use 30 to make it a round number. But
damn, it seems like more money than that.
Fashion Nova got it though.
Yeah.
Fashion Nova got it.
I just couldn't imagine paying like $24,000 a day that's wicked. That's a lot of money. But it's not really though. Like, I guess on a grand scale, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you know what? You just wrote all that off.
Yeah. That's a fact.
You just wrote all that off. Like, you good. Like, Fashion Nova definitely not losing anything. Meg and Amazon Music collaborated to give supplies, money, and Amazon Fire tablets to the residents and staff of a Houston skilled nursing facility.
Yeah, that's dope. I think she's trying to own some, I believe.
Yeah, that's her goal. She wants to own some of those. That's what she says she's going to school for.
Smart.
Yeah, smart. I love Meg. Shout out to Meg for her drunken rant about niggas and they dick.
Yeah, money bag. You looking funny in the light.
How niggas can't go rounds. Moneybag, man. Moneybag fucked up. Like,
oh, I want to say,
stay with Meg.
give amid all this fucking shit that we've been dealing with, all them tornadoes and shit that hit like the South, all the people that were impacted by those shits. God bless you all. I could only imagine to have to be displaced in the middle of a fucking pandemic. So my sincerest thoughts and prayers with you in regards to that, because I know that shit is fucked up. So nobody's really everybody's kind of glossing over that, which I get it because the pandemic is large, but to be displaced at that point where you have to say live in a hotel room where you don't know who the fuck was there a couple weeks, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit would be fucked up. So shout out to y'all. God bless y'all. Hope y'all all right. You know. Yeah.
Shout out to, and, just prayers out there for anybody whose family has COVID-19. I found out that a couple family members of mine has it. They're currently recovering, but it's still a lot. And, I know a couple people, unfortunately, who has cancer right now and going through treatment. So I can't even imagine going through treatment and having to go into these facilities and, possibly being exposed to this. Like, it's a lot.
Sure.
Prayers, I pray for y'all all the time. I pray for everybody all the time.
Love everybody. God bless everybody dealing with some type of
everyone.
Shit. Yeah. Which everybody is.
Yeah. Shout out to Puff, 3 million with his dance-a-thon this weekend for healthcare workers. Rihanna has done a rack of fucking shit.
For sure.
But latest and greatest is her and Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey donated $4.2 million to domestic violence victims amidst this COVID-19 crisis. Rihanna been doing her thing. I ain't gonna even lie. I think it's very interesting that, and granted, everybody does not publicize their giving, but I found it very interesting because you have, I was like, yo, where's like the Drake and the Nicki Minaj's and all these people, especially like Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj bothers me because Nicki Minaj always wants to raise a flag when it's something against her. But I rarely see Nicki Minaj donating or speaking out against shit that, like that's going on. Like, it's very, very fucking rare. And I feel like with your Megs and your Cardis and your Rihannas, and those are the things that make them stand beyond just being like artists with a bunch of accolades and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, I don't know what Nicki Minaj is doing with her money. She could definitely be, donating quietly and shit like that. Word on the block is that her and that guy has broken up. So we'll see what happens with that. Stimulus checks have started to be deposited.
Yeah, 80 million probably, when you hear this, I hope 80 million people, because that's probably how many that listen to this podcast. All 80 million of you probably have gotten your fucking stimulus, and I hope so. Cause apparently because I've been looking, motherfuckers been getting them shits spontaneously as fuck, and there's really no rhyme or reason. Like, I know people, I'm like, all right. Like, my homegirl, my cousin, old lady got her shit, and, like, her name starts with a T and her last name starts with a P. So I'm like, okay, well, it's not in alphabetical order because my name comes before all that.
You try.
Like, okay. I was like, maybe it's based on the social. And I was feeling like, what's your social start with? But she got 2 kids. So I'm like, well, maybe they just passing out, like, based on how many kids you got. Who knows? But
from what I hear, if you have direct deposit already set up with the government, you will get yours. If not, you'll get a check. They are allegedly setting up an app to where, people who do not have email or the direct deposit or something like that, where you can sign up. I haven't received anything. I'm really not expecting to receive anything. However, a homegirl of mine said that she got a check. And I'm like, nigga, if you got a check, I should get a check.
Yeah.
It wasn't for the full 1,200. It was for like 5 something.
Mm-hmm.
But shit, I'll take any money that I didn't have before.
Yeah,
if sure. I can get anything. So, you know, if you want to send me a check, please.
Sneaker steal, here I come.
Sneaker steal. Listen, I'll take any money I can get. You heard about homeboy who had that 8.2 in his account.
I pray, don't, Lord above and almighty, don't put me in that position ever. Cause I tell you what, motherfucker gonna have to come find me. Fuck, I'm gonna have to give it a shot. Obviously you can't withdraw 8.2, but
however
my
much
brother
you
was
can
like,
withdraw.
look at Marty Bird at it again. He was looking to his old tricks. Like, word up. Nice shit.
Marty Bird.
I called Marty like, Marty, goddamn, I got some dirty money I need you to move
that nigga
right now.
called in. That nigga called into the bank. It was like, what's going on?
Yeah, nah, I'm chilling.
Nigga, look, when I saw that 8.2, I would have then withdrew everything I could from the ATM, which probably would have only been like $1,000 or whatever your bank will allow, like an ATM withdrawal.
I'm going straight through the drive-through. I need to make a withdrawal.
I'm assuming that it was nighttime only because that's when they interview his ass or something like that. But when the bank open, I'm getting whatever I can get. That's whatever the max amount is, I'm getting that. And I'm out.
I'm out.
Even if you let me get like $1 million.
Yeah. Nigga,
I'm out.
How much? I need to make a withdrawal. How much can I get out of here? I want that much.
Yeah, let me get that.
Hey,
some bullshit is just having a bank roll up with like fucking bags of money to give to you and your people. Like, here, take these bags.
Hell yeah, I need that. No,
I need that for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Don't put me in that position. Cause motherfucker, like, I'm taking it. Like, and motherfucker gonna have to figure it out. Like, I don't know. Y'all gonna have to come get me, cause like I go to jail for that. I ain't lying. Like,
hell yeah! You ready to give us the Bees Black Fact?
Oh yeah.
For today.
Yeah. Hold on. All right.
China. Hold on. You know, China made it illegal to eat dog all of a sudden.
I thought you were gonna say it'd be like to give Black History facts. Damn, that's fucked up.
Maybe. I thought that was crazy because, you know, people always say like you can eat dog and shit over there, but like now you like it's official shit.
Yeah,
like,
they had dog farms.
Hell yeah.
Which is just like, a kennel, I guess, if you think about it. It's not really like a dog farm.
Dog farm.
You know what I mean? Like, we got those too.
And look, it hit me tragically too. I was like, damn, like.
Not what a dog farm.
Yeah, they have puppy mills all around here. We just don't use them for food and shit.
You go to fucking pet shop and get you a fucking puppy. Whatever you do with it is up to you.
Right. So no matter, your favorite meal that had ground Yorkie in it, you can't get that no more in China. No. So remember that shit.
Wow. Where there's a dog, there's a way. So.
Where there's a fight, there's a way. Man.
Nigga tell you like, oh no, we ain't eat chicken tomorrow. No. You gonna find a nigga with some chicken. Like, yo, I got that chicken.
In fact, no, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Niggas gonna find some dog. Well, if niggas want some dog, niggas gonna get some dog. Fuck that shit.
Like, damn, you remember that dog stew you used to make back in the day before dogs became illegal? You just see your pet end up missing. You pissed like a bitch in China.
For sure.
Oh, let's get into Skibbity Bebop. Bees Black Facts. Ready to get into
today's Black Fact is about a young lady by the name of a young lady was born today. Civic and educational leader Gloria Dean Randall Scott was born on April 14th, 1938 in Houston, Texas. At Indiana University, she received a BA in 1959 and an MA in zoology in 1960 and a PhD in education in 1965. While attending Indiana University, Scott became a research associate in genetics and embryology at the Indiana University Institution of Psychiatric Research and taught biology at Marion College. This motherfucker was super smart.
Super.
In 1975, Ms. Scott served as the first black president of the Girl Scouts of America. In her youth, Scott joined the Junior Girl Scout Troop No. 155 at Jack Yates School and later noted that the segregated troop provided her with a unique experience and also helped develop her leadership skills. She also served as the president of of the Negro Girl Scout Senior Planning Board in the 1950s. During her last year of the president of the Girl Scout of America in 1978, the trefoil was redesigned. The new symbol highlighted the diversity of the Girl Scouts and the silhouette of three girls, black, white, and brown. So the silhouette that we see today, I don't know if it's today, but she was instrumental in changing that in 1976.
Never knew that.
All right, exactly. In 1976, she worked at the Institutional Research Planning Director at Texas Southern University, and next year became vice president of Clark College. In 1987, she was selected as president of Bennett College, which is in North Carolina. And
shout out, my cousin went there.
For sure.
Shout out to Bennett.
And in 2005, she filed a federal lawsuit against the city of Corpus Christi to keep Solomon Coles School operating, and now volunteers at the school and has served as president of its PTA. So yeah, she was really dope. I never heard of her. So, shout out to her.
Give us her name again.
Her name was Gloria Dean Randall Scott, and she was born today in Houston, Texas in 1938. So shout out to her. She did a lot of dope shit and was incredibly intelligent based on all the accolades. And I didn't know that. So hopefully you learned something with us today.
I did. I learned something. Shout out to Gloria Dean Randall Scott. That's a lot of names. That's a lot of names. You ready to get into some little shit?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get into some little shit. Little shit is our pop culture segment where we talk about all the fuck shit on your timeline. B, what are you indulging in?
Water today, man. I've been drinking and smoking a lot lately, so today I just wanted to kind of relax because I actually smoked some weed, but I ain't drink. I've been drinking like fuck, so I just feel like I need to chill because I don't want to be a fucking alcoholic when the time the shit is over.
Good. So we'll get into that conversation. I'm drinking Angry Orchard, and I also have some rum here. So let's get busy. Speaking of what you just talked about, this wasn't my first story, but it can be my first story. Red Table Talk. This new episode of Red Table Talk where, y'all know Red Table Talk with Willow, Jada Pinkett Smith, and, Jada Pinkett's mother, Adrian Jones, discuss things around the table. So they talked about like addiction and things of that nature. That's why I said, let's segue into that story. Mm-hmm. The grandma talked about how she was addicted to heroin and how she overdosed multiple times and the different things in which was done to bring her back from her overdose. So on Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett, Willow Smith, and the grandmother Adrian Banfield Jones, they talked about addiction. And the grandmother on the show talked about her heroin addiction and all the things that they had to do to bring her back after multiple overdoses.
That's a fine heroin addict, boy. They don't make them like that.
You would have never known.
Shit, no.
Like, I feel like drug addicts have a look to them. Recovering drug addicts. Like, you can look at one and see that they have a history.
Yeah, the sun don't shine bright on them, it look like.
Yeah, like it, yeah. But she doesn't look like that at all. And I don't know if it's money. I don't know if she seems so full of life too. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but Grandma Adrian, you look great. But Willow Smith also got very candid about her marijuana usage and that it became excessive and she had to cut back on it. Jada said to Willow that she had been telling her over and over that her weed smoking was excessive, but she says she stopped, and she's been marijuana free for 3 months. She says she feels more productive and focused, but she also said, when she stopped smoking, like she lost some friends. And I'm like, damn, you lost them in 3 months. Like, it's only
over
been
weed?
3 months. Right. Over weed. Like, wow. Like, but I went into this story first because you said what you had been doing and, you basically wanted to take a break, and me the same. Like, I was having a conversation today actually about this same topic, and that's why I wanted to talk about this. And I was just like, been doing this shit like either or at least 6 days a week. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? when is too much? When is it too much? You feel like, what's your personal too much? Or is it a universal too much?
No, I mean, nah, everybody has their own, you know, their own bottom, but I mean, that's obviously drastic, but, you just have your own, you know, tipping point, I guess. And for me, like I like beer, but I just like, every day I smoke or I drink a beer. And it's been both of them. Usually
Every
before,
day?
before.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Like if I had some beer, I'm drinking that shit for sure. Which I don't have any.
If I have some beer, I'm drinking.
I drink. Like it's not just maybe one or two. It's not like I'm getting drunk or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
but I'm gonna have a
exactly.
beer every day versus that where I didn't drink a beer every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would drink one, you know, maybe once every other day or some shit like that. But nah, I was drinking at least two a day. You know what I'm saying? Like sitting in the yard and shit, cause I ain't been doing shit. And it's been nice. It's been perfect beer weather. You know what I'm saying? Like,
perfect
for not for
beer
nothing.
weather.
And I'm like, my kids been playing in the yard and shit, or, you know, after I do something, get off work, I just drink a beer. You know, kind of takes the edge off, but like, I ain't always do that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was working normally and shit, like I ain't drink a beer every fucking day. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or definitely won't drink 2 beers a day, but I would find myself drinking 2 and sometimes even 3. I was like, so nah, I had my last beer yesterday and you know, I'm just not going to the store as readily as I once was. So like when I go to the store, it's like boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Like
you getting a rack of that shit.
I'm getting everything at one time. And I ain't have none. So it's like, I ain't finna go to the store and get no beer. Like when I go to the store the next time, it's going to be for everything that I need. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just be willy nilly going to the store. So, I mean, just for me, I just noticed that. Like I was just like, well shit, you know what I'm saying? I've been drinking like shit. Like, cause I done went through a couple cases of beer since this shit, you know, like 3 cases of beer since this shit, you know.
Damn, that's a lot of beer in 30 days.
Yeah.
3 cases? How many in a case? 24?
Nah, it's 12, I think.
12 is a case?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it's not a lot. I mean, it is, but it's not a lot.
I thought it was like 24.
Nah. Well, nah, just like the shit they have cases of 24. Like, I'm not getting them 24s. I'm getting like, you know,
the 12
or the 13. I think it's 12 or 13 in there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
13 don't sound right. It sound like it need to be even.
I guess. Yeah, probably. I'm pretty sure it's 12.
But
but either way, I went through 3 cases. It's not a lot, but I wouldn't normally go through 3 cases of beer.
So was it basically logic, or was it something that you were doing to say that it was too much? So like, was it like,
nah,
you know what? I just been drinking a lot and I need to chill, or has it been something that drinking has impacted that?
Nah, it's just, for me, I just been drinking. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell like, damn, I'm doing shit that I don't normally do. That's just pretty much what it boils down to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just drinking, not in excess, cause I don't think it's an issue, but
it's a frequency thing.
Yeah, it's just for me. Like it's in excess for me. Like I don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to drink a whole lot. I don't drink nearly as much as I used to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and this is not nearly what I used to drink, cause I used to drink a fucking, you know, my niggas like a pint of fucking Hennessy a night or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, which ain't a lot, but it's 3 or 4 shots and I ain't taking all that, you know, like it's just, I don't do that.
I thought you were saying solo dolo, like.
Oh, no, hell no. Fuck that. But I mean, it's been to the point where hell yeah. I mean, in my younger days, hell yeah, I would drink drink a third of it, you know what I'm saying? Or 2/3 of it, at least for sure, which is still a lot of liquor.
2/3? That's a lot of fucking Hennessy.
A pint. It's just a pint.
Pint?
Yeah. It's not a pint, ain't pint, not a fifth.
Okay.
Hell no.
Well, I don't buy pints, so.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, I would buy a pint we'd buy a pint like every other day. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody come through with a pint or a fifth or whatever, and we would just get drunk. So I started drinking, you know what I'm saying, as much as I used to, nearly. So not that I'm, you know, it was just a recognition type of deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it, I'm gonna just chill out. I ain't gotta have a beer. You know what I'm saying? I like one, but I ain't got to have one. So next time I go to the store in a couple of days, I'll get some.
I think like for me, it's like everybody, like video chatting has been in excess. Mm-hmm. So like people calling like to pour up or to smoke together and just talk, or, you know what I'm saying, putting together
niggas
some
doing podcasts.
Shit.
Niggas just doing podcasts with each other.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, like, yeah, like, but you know, I ain't gonna lie, like for me, that's been good. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm talking to people who probably I wouldn't normally even have a phone conversation with. You know what I'm saying? We probably just text all the time or some shit, or, you know, whatever the case may be. Like, So since everybody in the house, I feel like it's causing a lot of, reflecting and hitting up people and, you know what I'm saying? Like all that shit, which is good. I think that is a positive part of the quarantine. However, like the rest of that shit. But, you know, I feel like I've been doing it in excess, as well. Like I may not drink every day or smoke every day, but I feel like at least 6 days a week I'm doing either or, if not both. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and it's been cool because it's been like, logically, I'm like, is that a problem? But then like in practice, I'm just like, well, it's not really inhibiting anything that I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, that too.
You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like, but you should just, you know, like.
It's just being cognizant of it.
Days.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, nigga, I don't gotta drink it today. Like, I can get on the phone and I talk to my people and just talk to my people without drinking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's funny.
But I think that's because everybody's drinking now. Like, that's what most people, well, the people who call me, like, most people are drinking. Like every day and shit. Like how many times during the week you see motherfuckers drinking on your IG live? Like niggas just drinking.
Yeah, that's what
and niggas is high every day.
Shit, I saw Jim Jones. He built like a studio in his fucking crib. But he was like, yo, I can't, everything was getting dressed. Like, Chrissy was recording him shit. She's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm about to go to the studio. So like the nigga like, you know, got it. So he was like, it's a mindset. Like in order to record, like I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like he was like, I put some shit on.
Yeah.
He said, I went outside, I drove around showed him like driving around the corner and shit, coming back, walking to the shit, doing the shit, goddamn lighting the weed and like, yeah, turn up, nigga. Like, you know, but I feel him though. Like he was like, I went to the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like, I was dripped out. You know what I'm saying? That shit was funny as hell, but it's some real shit.
I've been so surprised at the amount of jewelry niggas wear in their home.
Oh,
like,
yeah, sure.
Niggas stay stunting, bro. I was like, yo, niggas be stunting.
Quarantine. Shout out to Quarantine Radio. That shit is amazing.
They talking about, marijuana smokers are now at risk for COVID-19. Like, you believe that? Nah. You know, niggas yell propaganda real quick.
Nah, man. I just, you know, you at risk anyway. I mean, if you smoke, you're susceptible to any type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. I don't know. Like, if you drink, like, if you do anything, like, if you put some shit to your mouth or some shit, then yeah, fuck it. I don't know.
Listen, I don't know. Like, it kind of came and it went. Like, it didn't stay in the for too
like,
long.
Niggas
it didn't
at
have
home
that long
with their fucking kids. Like, if you do opiates and shit, you'll be, you know what I mean? Like, D.L. Hughley was like, yeah, I've been hearing motherfuckers speak out about, you know, smoking. He was like, I ain't hear Rush Limbaugh ass talking about fucking, doing opiates and shit will be fucking hazardous to your health and make you more susceptible. He's like, shit. What the fuck you think I'm supposed to do? I'm in here with my kids all goddamn week and you think I ain't been smoking that? You kiss my ass. Fuck y'all.
This is called healthcare.
Yeah, mental.
This is called healthcare. This is how I maintain and take care of myself. I feel like too, like with smoking and drinking and anything that you like, even eating certain shit, like it's because you've been conditioned to do that. Like it's like muscle memory. Like, on Friday, I partake in this type of activity. Or like, I feel like I want to drink. Why you feel like you want to drink? Cause it's Friday. I'm off work. The weekend about to start. Like, so your mind automatically is conditioned to like those types of things. But we have to, and it's hard to recondition yourself.
Yep.
It really is. But, yeah, I'm going to take a few days off myself. Now, if I feel like the walls are starting to close in, I'm going to have to abort the mission. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what keeps the walls from closing in. When you've been in the crib for 127 days, feel like. But, hey, Willow Smith, damn, being 3 months free of weed is lit as shit.
It's lit, I guess, for her.
Yeah, I guess it's lit. If it works, yeah, it works for her. I think that's lit. Baboon ching. But I'm not a productive person. I couldn't be a smoke all day person. I can't do that. I wouldn't get anything accomplished. You have those people that become super productive, which is.
If you smoked a sativa,
like,
you would.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not.
Sativa energizes you. That shit gets you going. It gets it going. It gets the crowd what they need.
well, I don't want to know because I like being productive during the day.
Yeah, smoking some sativa.
But I think it's lit. Let's talk about how The Weeknd believes he inspired Usher's hit Climax.
Shut
Heard about this?
Yeah, man. How dare you? Fucking.
The Weeknd has blamed so it came out that The Weeknd had insinuated or basically said that he inspired Usher to make Climax.
He said he changed R&B is what he said. And then it got to the fact that he inspired it. And his example of him changing R&B and the sound of R&B was Usher's Climax.
Well, there it is.
Yes.
he
Makes
said
it
that
sound more
we're
stupid.
taking. He's saying that it was taken out of context and insisting that he meant no disrespect. But he said he influenced Usher's sound. He said, I heard Climax, that Usher song. That was shit right there. That Usher song.
Don't fucking do that.
And was like, holy fuck, that's a Weeknd song. It's very flattering. And I knew I was doing something right, but I also got angry. What?
Because you can't sing like that. That's the fuck. Like, The Weeknd sucks to me. I'm not a fan of The Weeknd. Like, he gives me the blues. Like, he's trash.
Well,
he should change his shit
like
to
The
COVID.
Weeknd.
He's the pandemic. That's what I don't like his music.
I do
maybe
like
one
The
or two
Weeknd.
songs
I like The Weeknd. I like The Weeknd. I love music that talk that shit in a sweet fucking voice. That's why I like Janae Echo. Like, I like all that shit. When you talking that bullshit, like you talking that shit, and it's like over this melody. Like, what? But I do like The Weeknd. An ex of mine put me on to The Weeknd, and I love The Weeknd. However, I still think he fucking batshit crazy. In regards to this. Climax, like, he's saying because it was around like his House of Balloons era, which was around like 2011. Climax came out in 2012. Usher was in fact singing, in a high pitched voice. But I don't know. It's still.
Because he can.
Yeah.
Like, the fuck? That nigga nice. That nigga's one of the greatest fucking performer singers of all time. Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
How dare you? You could never.
You had just came out and you thought this nigga was copying off
fuck
of you.
Out here, man. That nigga smoked that. Like, that shit was a great song. Like, revisiting it, I was like, damn, this shit is a dope ass song. Like,
yeah.
Usher got them bops. Like, Usher my nigga, man. That nigga got them bops.
He does.
Cause I love that shit with him and LMA. That shit is my shit.
Okay. Like, do you like the sex beat song?
That shit is trash.
I like the song. I do like the song, but it's not current.
It's not hard. Like, Luda's part is the best part. I like Luda's part. Like, the little, like,
see, and that's the thing. I think Ludacris, because Ludacris' style is he had such a big time in the 2000s. Every time Luda raps to me now, it sounds like the 2000s.
Well, not his rap. I like his, whatever he did on the hook. That shit was hard. But that shit, I listened to it this weekend. We had rolled out for a little bit. And I was like, that shit is not all that. And I was like, yeah, it's not.
No, it's not. It's not. It sounds dated to
me.
me. Like, if this would have came out back in 2000s, whenever and all that shit came out, it would have been lit.
Yeah, I don't even know. It's not even like, it's no Lovers and Friends. Like,
no,
it's none of that.
No.
Like,
I'm just saying it would have been on the charts as well. Cause he had an error right there.
Nah.
That was his.
I don't think so.
Okay.
It kind of misses. It falls short. Like, I was like, and the way they hyped it made it seem so that it wasn't. Nah. It's nowhere near hot as LMA and fucking Usher shit. Like, that shit hard. I fuck with that.
I like that song. It's not in my top on LMA, but I like it.
Shit dope.
I like it. I saw the greatest comment, and the person who commented said, Usher can sing a Weeknd song, but could the Weeknd sing an Usher song?
Fuck no.
That was the hardest comment right there. Cause I was like, fuck no, like,
I dare
come on,
you. I dare you to try to
chill.
sing You Don't Have to Call. Nah. That's
You don't have to call.
That's my shit. Doom, 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 doom. That shit is crack.
I would like to hear him sing Bad Girl though.
Bad girl. Nah. That shit.
That's kind of high.
Nah, fuck that.
What y'all know about it? He sing that kind of high though. I think the Weeknd could tackle that.
That shit was trash. It'd be trash.
Weeknd definitely can't.
Nah.
Weeknd doesn't have the range that Usher has.
Fuck no. You can't poop around Usher. I ain't goddamn. Like that motherfucker. He nah. No way. Usher that nigga.
Usher is in fact that nigga. But you know, I can't lie. When I hear Usher sex songs now, I automatically think of herpes. I ain't gonna even lie.
I mean, that's
getting in my way.
I don't think he got it though.
I definitely think he got it.
I don't.
He definitely said everything, but I don't have it.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
So I mean, it's all good. Like they say, like fucking 1 in 4 people got it or some shit like that. A lot of y'all got it. A lot of y'all just listening right now got it. But it just is what it is.
I don't know. I don't really give a fuck. But either way, like
yeah, I don't either. I don't plan on having sex.
Yeah, that shit hard. Like if it's good music, it's good music, and that's what it boils down to for me.
Like when I hear you say certain sexually suggestive things, I automatically think.
I mean, yeah, kind of goes with the territory. But
yeah, I know everybody's mind don't work like mine though. But yeah, that should be. Once I know shit, I know shit. It's hard for me to unknow shit. I was talking about how we let R. Kelly be a creep on the Aaliyah album, and he on the cover being a creep in the background of the Aaliyah album.
You just found that out.
I just really thought about it. You know what I mean? Like, damn,
yeah, one of his songs came up the other day, man. Put him in a precarious position. Cause, what was it? Damn it was on my phone because I text somebody that shit. Hold on. I gotta find it. It Won't Your Body Is Calling. God damn. That shit was rocking though. I'll be honest.
I had a conundrum on a hook the other day.
I played it. I ain't even gonna
R. Kelly was on.
Shit was fire.
I was like,
I'm trying to find it. Hold on. I'm gonna find that motherfucker because it needs to be discussed.
You got
Tory Lane shit dope, by the way. It's really dope actually. What the fuck?
His rap album?
Yeah. It's really dope. God damn, what's the name of that fucking song? Oh, Your Body. Yeah, it was Your Body's Calling. Man, that shit was so fire. I let it play. I'm sorry. I did. I felt conflicted. I felt fucked up, but the fucking song is amazing. Man.
It's like, even if you let it play, you can't like really enjoy the shit.
Because Baby What's Your Desire hits.
Yeah, like when you hear the words, R. Kelly is really suggestive, like, or not even suggestive, straightforward.
Baby. I remember when he performed that shit. That shit rocked so hard in the damn. That shit is crazy. He is a piece of shit. Like he is
a piece of shit.
He sucks for like ruining my shit, man. Because like he's got one of the greatest music catalogs of all fucking time. Like
100%.
And it hurts my heart that I can't really enjoy it the way I should. I've enjoyed it for the entire duration of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck him. But Your Body's Calling it hits different, but that shit still hits. That shit still, my nigga, that shit hits.
That shit real sex trafficking.
Yeah.
Oh.
Baby, no more stalling. That shit is fucked up.
Oh. The Weeknd changing R&B is little shit.
That's just, it's bullshit. You a liar.
Yeah. That shit, Weeknd. You know better. Get yourself in line. Is Weeknd even 30 years old? Like, how old is the Weeknd, man?
I don't know.
And you influenced Usher?
And he got snuffed in Righteous Gemstones by Adam Sandler. He was sucker for that too.
He 30 exactly.
You let Adam Sandler punch you in the face in a movie. You a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, that's why you a bitch ass nigga for that part that B said. Oh, it was fucking wild. Yeah, that is shit. Get it together, Weeknd. All right, listen. Last but not least, real quick. So you know Adele is like the richest female artist in the UK, right? Mm-hmm. So she's worth like $190 million. Adele. She's 31 years old, although she looks way older than that. Adele is 31 years old. And she's getting a divorce from Simon Konecki. And they were married for 2 years. They split last year in April of 2019, but they also have like a 7-year-old son. So I guess they've been together at least 7 years, even if it was off and on. But rumor is the judge is giving this nigga $140 million of the 190.
She can live off 40.
Nigga, what? Get the fuck?
Man, you know.
Nigga, I'm burning everything down. I'm not giving you it's bad enough when you got a 50-50 that shit up. Now you get more than me?
Yeah.
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym?
No, he was there.
What do you mean?
He was there.
Bruh.
He about to build his own goddamn gym. New balls, all type of shit. I'll get out
you
of that.
Like you can live off of that.
Soon motherfucker hit 140, I'm running out of gas. Just like if that 8.2 show up in my shit, and motherfucker, the gap will drop on that 140, I'm out. Nigga, you ain't never gonna be able to find me. I'm just, hey, wire my shit, cuz. Like, wire mine. I'm gonna let my lawyer handle everything. Fuck out of here. Let me get mine, and I'm out.
From
You'll
Costa
never be able to see me
Rica.
again. What? The fuck? Yeah, I'm out. As soon as the gavel drop. Boom. It was like, we award 140 million to Mr. Hill. Boom. Gone. Dip. What?
And you got the shit legally and you still out.
Sure, I'm out.
Before a nigga contest
don't
that
ask
shit.
me that question then.
Bruh, you would take 140 million for your wife?
I give it back some. Nah, I'm just bullshitting. I couldn't do that. If it won't mine, I couldn't. Nah, hell no. You can give me the 40.
You'll take half.
I'm taking that for. I'll take 40. Shit, I ain't tripping. I ain't got to have 70. 40 million is a lot of money.
Yeah, 40 million is a lot of money.
Hell yeah. I'm straight. Pay me out. I want 40 million and alimony. Like I want an alimony check every week or every month.
Bruh.
That's it.
Wait, 40 million and an alimony check?
For sure.
Hell no. How much you think that alimony check supposed to be?
Shit, it'd be a cool like $250 a month.
What the fuck? So you still getting like, you still getting like 3 million a year?
Yeah. It's on the back end.
On top of the
I gotta
40?
live. You know what I mean? I got a certain way of living.
Bruh, like, I'm burning everything down. Ain't nobody getting shit. Like $140 million, I would kirk the fuck out. I'm not going to even lie.
That's crazy.
Like, you get more than me. It's already like a sore spot if you got fucking what? What I said she had? I said she had 190. If you had 80.
Yeah, that's wicked.
80, like, that's still a lot. But for you to get more than me, that's crazy. See, and I wonder if like Adele would still have custody of the baby, or you taking 140, you taking this kid with you too.
Hell yeah.
Like, you get this kid too, bro.
I'm on the weekends, nigga. Fuck you, man.
Hey, bro, I will be livid.
Yeah,
Are you pro or anti prenup?
I'm anti prenup.
Really?
Yeah.
Talk about it. This is a podcast.
I mean,
Why?
it's just, I don't, it's love. So I come in with love. I mean, I just don't feel like, it kind of just throws shit off. Like it sets shit up. And for me personally, like in my beliefs, like it sets shit up to kind of fail. Like it's already like in the event that we divorce, like, I mean, it's an insurance policy, but at the same time, but it's still like bringing that negative energy into the whole relationship. So, it's like you're starting off on some fuck shit. In my opinion, that's just me. I get it. I understand why people do it. It makes total sense. But from a business aspect, but like, I want to kind of separate church and state. So I feel like our love should be able to like extend,
I love your optimism.
Yeah, I mean, that's it.
Give me that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Again, I get it.
Give me that shit. Now, it depends. If I got the money, give me that shit. If you got the money, hey, if you don't want one, I don't want one.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want one. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't be offended if you had the money and you asked for a prenup.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be offended. Cause I would do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, yes, love, all of that great stuff. But stats don't fucking lie. So I gotta make sure I got my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Guess like for me, like it depends. Like I think it's based on relationship. Like, so if we help build like this shit, like, so boom, say you got $1 million, but I helped you build fucking $5 million worth of shit within the time. So yes, you had money, but at the same time, like we built a lot. Like I think I would, the person that I am, like even if we ended on some fuck shit, like I'm still gonna honor like what was, brought to the relationship in that regard. So I would have no issue giving, if you help me earn X amount of dollars while we were together, then I don't feel like it'll be something that'll, tear me up because truly, and like without you, I don't know, this may have not happened. So, I don't know, man. Like I don't know. I say again, it's tough and I get it why people do it. Insurance policy. That's what insurance policy is there for, to insure, but at the same time, like just for me, I never would have, granted, I wasn't a millionaire when I married my wife by any stretch, but, I don't know. I just, if I'm getting married, like I'm not getting married thinking that this shit's going to not last. Cause if that's the case, I'm not going to get married. You know what I mean? That's just me.
Yeah. I feel you on that. I think it's more so statistics and people that I actually see with actual happy marriages. Now, there are people who are together and will remain together and will die together and they're not happy. Divorces happen every day. So it's not about you personally. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not about the other person personally. It has nothing to do with that. Now, my whole thing about it is if we love each other the way we say we do, then this don't matter because we're going to always be together.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is a moot point if we're going to be together forever.
I get it. It makes total sense. But like in the back of my mind, like motherfucker goddamn, like motherfucker always like, well shit, bitch, you can leave, goddamn, I got my shit. Like it's just, I don't know. I know how I am type shit. So like, you know what I mean?
I'm not opposed to, clauses. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how motherfuckers have clauses like if you cheat, then you get X amount and da 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 da. Like if you want to put clauses in it, like if I cheat, I get whatever. But I'm not giving nobody 75% of my shit, my nigga.
Yeah, that's wicked.
Never. I don't care what the fuck you help me build. Like I'm not giving you 175% of that shit. Like I would definitely kirk the fuck out. Like what, nigga? But that's crazy. That's crazy. Adele getting stuck for papers is leadership.
It's the European way. It's lit. Shout out to my boy. Run them up.
All the niggas super hype.
Turn the tables on these motherfuckers, man.
You don't be hearing stories where the woman got more than what the man even had, man.
Yeah, we have. I'm sure we just don't remember.
We just don't remember. I think it's shit. And, Adele, don't be turning back around. Get a prenup next time. You probably didn't think you was going to be this rich. I get it. 7 years ago. But, yeah. Hey, get a prenup. Get a prenup.
It's fucking storming like shit outside.
Storming Norman. Damn, I do hear it. I hear it on your end. Let's give out some advice. You ready to give out some advice real quick?
Yeah.
We're gonna get into Ain't Shit in 2 Cents. Ain't Shit in 2 Cents is our listening letter segment where we give out advice to people who clearly don't care about taking advice from my drunk ass and B's drinking water.
I'm high. I'm on drugs.
Oh, he is high. He is high. Drugs all around. Yeah. From these two competent individuals. So today is a light one. I picked it out. Now she starts this out with some compliments to us.
I love compliments. You might get some titties.
I love compliments. And it said, hi, being fresh. Thank y'all for the quarantine entertainment.
Thank you for listening.
Fresh, I almost died with the Cool Cats and Kittens intro.
That shit was funny as hell.
Both of y'all are so funny and intelligent. Thank you.
Appreciate that. Shout out to you.
It says, thank you for your efforts in the fight against boredom. We appreciate that because I appreciate doing this show. I ain't gonna need front. She says, I don't have anything deep to write about. I have a fun question. I wanted to know, what would you do on your ideal first day out of the quarantine? And what would that consist of?
Fuck something.
Hold on. She gave hers first. She said, I would get so cute. Then I would stop at my granny house, then go to trap brunch with my girls.
That's hard.
Get lit, sing, dance, hang out with my family, get them all hugs. Her day going long. And then watch the sunset at this lake not far from my house, which I have not been able to do in a while. What would y'all do?
I like that. That was dope. But you're going to be drunk by that day party because you ain't going to like.
Right. She is not making it to all this shit, bro.
None of the rest of that. You taking the Uber to the crib and you're going to be at the crib, sleep for the sunset. The fuck you think you is?
Look, she done gave out hugs.
Yeah,
she done saw a rainbow. She done pet a kitten.
I'm gonna get cute. I'm gonna stop at Granny house. I'm gonna chat brunch. You gonna be fucked up.
She little brunch. Red thotting hood.
Yeah.
Go see grandma before trap
right.
brunch.
Your ass gonna be asleep. Come 4:30. I don't know how old
you
is.
And you been used to getting 20 hours of sleep.
Hell yeah, you talking about some goddamn 5 o'clock and drunk. Shit, about 7:38. Your ass.
You like, I'm gonna head out.
For sure. Nigga gonna be sleep.
Hey, what was your first day out the quarantine? Your first day out look like? What would the ideal day look like?
Haircut, and I am going to, I'm going to get a haircut. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure my old lady will definitely going to get her hair done. I'm dropping my children off at my mother's house, and I am going to get some night. I'm gonna put. Wait,
you gonna drop your kids off at a house after they've been in the house for days?
Yeah. Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, with no problem."
They would love that. It'll be a break in the norm. Shit, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Another house, yay, more walls.
Yeah. I mean, like I'm gonna do. When I say date, I'm gonna be doing some shit with my kids throughout the day. But later that evening, I'm dropping my kids off at my mama's house, and then me and my old lady is going out to do something, and it may just very well be. I'm gonna get a haircut for sure. I'm gonna put on some clothes because that shit is a novelty, and I'm going to drop my children off at my mother's house, and I'm going to go to Ruth's Chris and get some stuffed chicken and some sweet potato casserole, and then I'm going to get it really high before I do that so that the food tastes really good, and then I'll probably get really high afterwards. Maybe a movie, Bed Bath Beyond. I don't know if I have time.
Bed Bath Beyond.
That's an old school reference for all my old school white people that love like white people comedy. What are you gonna do? I don't know. I got some big plans tomorrow. It's like, no, you got to drink. I'm like, no. I got some big things going on. It's like, what are you gonna do, dude? I don't know. I got to go to Lowe's in the morning, Home Depot, Bed Bath Beyond. I don't know. I don't have time. Frank the Tank. That shit was funny as hell. Old school. If you never seen it. You ain't doing shit.
I've seen Old School.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Old School is great.
That's my shit.
Old School is
But yeah, that's probably it, man. You know what I'm saying? Get my old lady, get fly, have her looking all pretty as she normally does, and then, yeah, just go get something to eat and kick it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want much. Like, I can go to Jersey Mike's and we keep it a band. Like, I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I don't need much. Nigga, I am.
Hey, you just appreciate the little things in life at this point in time.
I could just go somewhere and like, sit down and enjoy like ambiance and shit. That'll be amazing. See people come in and out the door like, oh, look at there. Look at that. Bruh. Look at that human.
I want to get fresh as fuck without face mask. I feel like we're going to have to wear face masks for a little while too. How you going to party in face mask? I don't know. But I would definitely want to get like fresh as fuck. Like, wear some sneakers I've been wanting to wear that I haven't. What? Like my green ones or something. My green Jordan ones or something. Like, get fresh. Now, I don't even know what the temperature gonna be because I don't know if it's gonna be like summer or is it gonna be like winter again by the time this shit over with. But go and like have like some bomb ass food, like, and I don't even know where that is at this point in time. I just know it's good as fuck, and I want to hear like some live fucking music.
Oh, you ain't gonna do that.
But I don't want to be with a whole bunch of people because I feel like I'm gonna still be a little paranoid. But since we're saying ideal, like if conditions were perfect, I would want to go hear like some live music, and it could be like hip hop. It could be like R&B. It could be like old school. It could be, I'm not a big jazz person though. I'm not going to even lie. Like I go to jazz shit with other people cause that's their bag, but I'm not a huge jazz person. Even though I sing that B's Black Facts, like I am proficient in all things jazz. But I'm not really a jazz person, but I'll go to like jazzes in the park and shit like that. But that's mainly for other people and for a vibe, but
yeah, I'm not a jazz fan either. Like I like, and it's crazy because I like instruments and shit, but it's just like the arrangement, I guess. Of
you need the drums.
Yeah, I need the drums.
Like you need that
the heartbeat.
You need the drums.
I need that heartbeat.
Yeah, you need that. That's what we need. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I would do some shit like that, and like I would also still drink and smoke.
Oh yeah, no, I'm celebrating.
What we're doing. Like, I would just want to vibe out. Like you said, people watch.
Yeah, bro. Like, look at that.
Like, shit like that. Like, people watch.
People watching this. I've been people watching no shit. Like, me, my mom, and my dad, like, we would go out to eat on Fridays. And then, shout out to all the niggas in Raleigh that's from Raleigh. That it was only like one, at this particular time, it was 2 Walmarts. It was one on 70 and one in Nightdale. And which I live in Nightdale now, which is funny because it used to not be shit. It really ain't shit now, but it really won't shit then. So, but we would go out to eat and then we would go to Walmart and I would, like, they had a WrestleMania game and I would fucking play WrestleMania and we would get slushies and just sit and talk about people. Like, we'd sit in the Subway because, all the Walmarts got like a Subway or some shit. The Subway would be closed and we'd sit in the bench and we would get Slurpees and ices and shit. And my mom and them would get like cookies and just chill. And we just sit there and talk about people all night. Like, for real, it was the wildest shit.
You've been part of somebody's people watch conversation. Do you ever think like, what are people saying about me? When I'm looking at people watching, I'm like, I wonder what they said about me when I walk by.
Hell yeah. I know it. Like, look at this motherfucker here. Like, I know it. Like, this motherfucker right here. Look at that nigga hairline. Fucked. Shit like that. All type of shit. Like, I done been caught in compromising positions. Then I'm fine with that. But like, and then I thought about that. That makes me think, as you say that, like, I think about like, have you ever realized that you're the person that's driving like an asshole? like get the fuck out the way. No. Like, the nigga that like, when you tell him, motherfucker, like, what the fuck is you doing? I've been have you ever realized when you're the person?
You've been the asshole. I'm not the asshole.
No, not the asshole, but the person that's like doing some shit that would make a motherfucker scream at me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm saying. The asshole. Like,
yeah, you've definitely been the asshole.
You think somebody else been the asshole? Actually, you're the asshole. Yeah. You're the one driving like a fucking
you definitely have
madman.
been texting and doing some shit and not paying attention or doing like pull out too slow.
Okay.
You've definitely done that. Like, you just
I've definitely did that part.
You, but like, I'd be like, oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah, I've done that part.
Yeah. Like,
I'm usually not the person that's like, get out the way. Like, I'm not like a speed demon.
Yeah, I ain't even road rage
as far as that other shit.
But
like,
you'll hit a motherfucker like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck on. Like, you just driving stupid, driving slow. You driving like 35 on the highway.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck
somebody
are you doing?
like, Yeah, like, oh,
I done been high as hell driving like 45 on fucking in the left lane, like coasting high as a bitch though. Like, and I realized like, oh shit. Like, I'm being dumb as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers going by me like, the fuck wrong? I know they in the car like, why the fuck is motherfucker going so goddamn slow? I've been that person. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, in real life, I told you I used to come to Atlanta all the time before I moved to Atlanta. I fell in love with Atlanta. So I used to come to Atlanta and I was hanging out with somebody in Atlanta and 400, I stayed off of 400 and 400 used to have tolls there, right? And when they first built it and they had tolls there, but the tolls are no longer there. But I remember one night on 400, we were leaving and we were going back to their crib. And I was like, yo, it feel like we going fast as shit, right? Bruh, no bullshit. We were going 23 miles per hour. We were going 23 miles per hour. And I was like, yo, like, we going too slow. Like, I remember that night like, fuck. But when I moved over here, I didn't realize that the tolls were gone. So I didn't realize but something triggered my memory. And I was like, yo, I've been on this shit off the late night before. And then I asked my friend, I said, it used to be, tolls on this part of 400? I was like, yeah, the tolls down. I was like, yo, I had a memory because 23 miles per hour. Like, we could have got locked up.
Right.
You get locked up for going 23 miles per hour on a fucking 6-lane highway.
Right.
Like, that shit is fucking crazy. Oh, shit. But yeah, Lindy F. And she said the F is for fuck Carol Baskin. That's what I mean. That was funny. Yeah, that's what my perfect day would be like. Like, I mean, my first day out, I would love to go see my family, but obviously I'm not hopping on a plane the first day out. So, that would be my first day out after the quarantine. Any other, spice or sauce you want to add on your first day, B?
Nah, that's it. That's all I got for right now.
All right. Thanks for all the compliments and, hey, hopefully we all having our day out very, very soon. I didn't realize that like March 15th was the last day I had really any free will. So yep. That shit is crazy.
Man, shit, you was playing with fire then too.
Facts. Didn't even know. But you know what? God got me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We ready to get into some free smoke? Free smoke?
Yeah, let's do it.
Free smoke is where we talk about any hot button personal issues and topics. It could be anything from politics to petty. So today's topic is related to relationship statuses. And we kind of talked about it a little bit when we were talking about prenups and shit like that. But, Nene and Greg Leaks. First of all, did you see that, live with Greg Leaks and he wasn't moving?
His Wi-Fi was down.
That nigga was buffering like fuck. Like, what the fuck?
Cuz was like, he was just thinking about some shit, and that nigga, like, I do that shit. Like, I just stare off in his face, like,
But he was like staring into the camera, smiling, but his mind was totally gone, bro.
You ever seen that Desi Banks shit where he was talking to his grandma, and she was like, it was one of his first videos, like, grandma, hey grandma, baby. And she was like, hey grandma. She was like, I'm coming to get you for church. He was like, he just starts staring at the shit. Like, what's wrong with this phone? Yo, that shit was funny. Yeah, that was it. That was the same shit. That nigga just staring at the goddamn shit. That shit was funny as a bitch.
So Greg and Nene Leaks were talking about the fact that I guess like they don't really have that fire no more. Like Greg has survived cancer and he's an older man, you know what I'm saying? So he ain't able to do the shit that he used to do. So they were talking about like open marriages, and then it was like Boris Kojo and Nicole Ari Parker.
As a matter of fact. Mm-hmm.
Nicole Ari Parker was talking about elements of the single life that she missed. Like, and basically she was talking about, I boiled it down to like attention. Mm-hmm. And like, you know, once you married and you become parents, like that attention may not be as much. And you have to, you know, attract the people, even though her braids seem real far back. Her forehead seemed like a lot, but, generally they're to attract the people. And I'm sure that individuals flirt with them all the time. So it's probably exhilarating. You know, they say, you know, ain't no pussy like new pussy. Mm-hmm. It's like that all around. Like anything new seems shinier and the grass is greener and all that. But she was talking about that. And then Moneybag Yo's girlfriend Ari was talking about how she wants to put a girl in a relationship, but Moneybag basically ain't with it. So I just want to talk about like relationship status, because I feel like these days a lot of things are being accepted, you know, more. They aren't as taboo, I guess, as they used to be, right. You know? And like these alternative things that go against like the social construct of how relationships and how committed should be. So just want to talk about that and talk about, you know, how you feel about those types of things. So the first one on the list is more so like Greg and Nene, like open marriages. How you feel about open marriages in general?
I mean, I'm fine with it. I mean, if that marriage is, you know, if it hinges on that and they're, you know, both parties are accepting and willing to do it, go for it. Me personally, nah, I'm straight. Like, I don't want a nigga fucking my old lady, and pretty sure she probably don't want me fucking no other bitch shit, you know what I'm saying? So, but if that shit works for y'all, go for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people that I've heard horror stories about, you know, like threesomes and inviting people into your marriage and your bedroom and all that shit while you're married. So I'm cool on that shit, cause I don't really like, it'd be weird for me to see my wife who kissed my kids, but last night she was like sucking a nigga off or some shit. That shit would just be weird. You know what I'm saying? Or like getting fucked or it would just be weird for me. But again, that's just me. Maybe I'm a prude in that regard, but that's just for me. I couldn't do it. So
I think, you know, as with any of these subject matters, cause I'm not going to keep repeating myself and saying like, you know, what's good for you is what's good for you. Cause that's how I believe. Like these are just my opinions on are they for me or not. And again, my threshold is if everybody is of age and consenting and it's not illegal, do your thing. I don't even give a fuck. Like you can still be a dope person, but like open marriage, I really don't get the point.
Yeah.
I don't get the point personally. Like I don't get the point of getting married, going through all this fucking paperwork for us to just do what the fuck we want to do anyway.
Yeah.
What are you securing? Like, What? I don't understand what you get out of that.
Just a tax benefit. You know what I mean? You get it.
Like, I guess, like the tax benefit. And then like, what are the rules? Do you like, I gotta approve who you fucking with. You gotta approve who I'm fucking with.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I mean, it ain't just like, you gotta set some type of, fucking guidelines. Fucking quarantine radio. Guidelines.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, I get it. I think that people feel like you can love somebody. You can genuinely love them.
Mm-hmm.
And like, shit may not be working out in other places. Of the relationship, whether it's communication, whether it's the sex, whether it's the attention that you get in, like whatever, you know, that don't make me not love you. But like, I love you. This part is just missing. And this is something that I need in order to make me complete. So I feel like instead of saying we're not going to be together, it's like, I like you, but I want to get all this extra shit on the side.
Right.
Which kind of defeats the purpose to me of marriage, because like, I'm not married, but I feel like marriage is this sacrificial thing where you say, it's me and you, and I need to resist temptation, and I need to treat you a certain way, and like all these rules that you sign up for when you get married, like it just seems to go against the point of getting married to me. But
yeah, I get it.
Know, that's just me.
No, I get it.
What you think about thruples? And you don't even have to be married, like relationship thruples or married thruples.
They can be complicated when you're dealing with multiple people, you know, like more than just one person, because fucking two people is a lot. So just having to balance three. I mean, it sounds fun. I'll be honest. Like, I'd give it a shot if I wasn't married or some shit.
I would give it a shot.
Like,
too.
I would give it a shot. Sounds interesting.
But it sounds interesting if you're the main focus, right?
Maybe. Kind of, sort of. Not really. Like, I mean.
Like, so you
depends on your role.
would be, okay.
Like, if it's a clearly defined role, like, you know, like, it's a third. If it's thirds all the way around, then yeah. But if it's like
free game, everybody.
Yeah. If we live together on some, like, if we're together in a throuple, like, we're all like, have equal shares, then I think it would be perfect. But that's the perfect world. So.
And unfortunately, humans have these dumb emotions
and, then, like,
and shit.
Again, and then like three, it's an odd number, so it's always going to be difficult because somebody's always going to be. I mean, you could try your best. I mean, historically, I mean, black people, like if you look back in, you know, like before all the white man colonized us and gave us his ways, like black men had multiple wives, right? So like, it's genetically ingrained in us just from our early, like from pre-biblical times and AD and all of the AC, whatever the fuck all that shit is, all of them acronyms or whatever. But so it's ingrained in us. So that's why, I mean, I know a lot of people a lot of men that love multiple women, and I think it's most men for sure love multiple women. Like not necessarily in love with them, but they have, you know what I'm saying? Like like their penises are attracted to them. Nah. I mean, yeah, but no. Like, I think it's still like emotional connections there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, like, you don't have to be in love with somebody to love them and like, still have them hold a piece of your heart. Especially, like, somebody who's in your life for multiple years. Like, it's pretty sure that somebody, you know, unless it ended it, like, in a terrible note. But if it was, like, not, you know, like, nothing, you know, horrible, but you know, you're still gonna have love because it's still gonna be a lot. In more cases than not, you would think that there would be some more good times to lean on than bad, and you know, you're just gonna have, you know, genuine love for somebody. So it's possible to have, in my opinion, like to love more than one person. But you know, obviously the amount of love divvied up is gonna be much different, but based on how constructs of society is today, you know what I mean? But
I think I could do a throuple if it were about me. Like, if these two people came together because I orchestrated this. Mm-hmm. Now, that don't mean y'all can't get it in too, but I want to be the focus of this. Understand that it's selfish. However, those are the stipulations of my throuple. So, you know what I mean?
Like
so
one sucking the titties and one like clipping the toenails. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take some
my
grapes,
God.
please. Thank you. The fuck?
That's
hard. I feel you.
I'm not
Suck my
saying
titties while you go get me grapes.
I'm not saying exactly
hard.
that.
I can feel that.
But I'm saying I'm not saying that either.
I got you.
But what I'm saying
I know what you're saying. I'm with it. I'm picking down what you're putting up. I mean, what is it? I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Hey, yo. Hey, be stupid. But yeah, so I mean, that might not be the most politically correct way, but I'm just saying those are the stipulations of my throuple. You know, like your boy D-Ray Davis,
and
he got like a 3-way relationship and shit.
Lou Will, the basketball player.
Who?
Lou Williams, play basketball.
Oh, he got that too.
He got he been had that. He got like baby mamas and all, like he got multiple kids by he got kids by each person in his. You know what I mean?
So moving on to the next subject is polygamy.
I mean, I would, if it was legal, yes. Like I would say.
Tell me about that.
I would.
Polygamy. Why would anyone want multiple spouses?
I mean, it'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? Like if you could alternate, you know what I'm saying? Like it'd be a lot. Again, it'd be a lot just cause from a man, like dealing with multiple women's boy and the hormones.
Do you feel like having multiple wives would be better than having multiple sides?
Yeah. Cause if everybody knows about each other, then it's different.
That's very true.
Yeah. Like you can't have like side bitches and shit. Nah. Like even in a throuple, like I think it would work, but like, or, you know, or 4 women, you know what I'm saying? Like I watched that show Big Love, like that used to come on HBO. That shit was good. And then the shit that come on TLC, Sister Wives and shit. Like, them women, they buy into it. So it's all about what you buy into. You know what I'm saying? Like if you fuck with it, then you fuck with it. It would seem like a lot, to be able to manage that shit. But niggas been having multiple women for years and multiple families for years. You know what I mean? I don't know if it slowed down any bit.
But that don't mean it was easy.
Get it. It don't mean it was easy. But I bet if they knew about it and like kind of were on board, it would make it easier for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause the thing about it, like,
I mean, I think it definitely would put somebody in a better position to make a decision.
Yeah. Like it just,
I feel like you should always put people in a position.
My dad, my real pops, like asked my mom, cause he was fucking my mom and, I guess he's dead. So his widower, widow?
His
No,
widow.
it's his widow. So his widow, like I got a younger brother that's 6 months younger than me and shit. And, so obviously
synchronized
fucking
swimmers.
us at the same time, fucking them at the same time. So we all had
that was a wild take.
Excuse me. But like he asked my mom, like he was just in a pickle and he was like, "Yo, why don't we just all live together?" Beforehand, like as a kid, I was like, "That motherfucker crazy. Like that shit's stupid. What the fuck was he?" You know what I'm saying? But as a man that's been, you know what I'm saying, like had his way in the world, it's not too far fetched to just. I mean, it was a good question. I mean, it didn't land how he wanted it, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? Unless you ask. So
you never know unless you ask.
Yeah. So
that is very true. You never know unless you ask.
As a man now that you know could have possibly been in that position once or twice in his life, not too far fetched to at least put it out there. And this is kind of where I'm thinking before I have to make give an ultimatum and make a choice.
Yeah.
I love both of y'all.
The most amazing things have happened in my life when I just asked.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just asked. So that I felt that was a mood. I just feel like a lot of paperwork is a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
And then that means I'm splitting my money a lot more ways. But I can see the part where you're talking about the understanding. Like, everybody knows what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have a homegirl I knew in North Carolina, and she basically said that her dad had this big piece of land, and he had motherfucking 5 houses on it with 5 of his wives.
That's hard.
Or his women, and she was her mom was one of them. So that's her dad and shit.
That's hard.
Seems like a lot of headache to me.
It does, but as long as everybody getting along, not so much.
Yeah. I think that you have to have a cult-like charisma.
Oh yeah,
to
no doubt. You definitely got to
persuade people to do that.
That's a fact. No doubt about that.
Yeah.
Like, you got to have that.
Have you ever been told you had a cult charisma?
Nah. I mean, I'm infectious, but.
Infectious?
Nah.
Okay. All right. Last but not least, swingers. You get to keep all the intimacy at home. I mean, let me take that back. Like the non-sexual intimacy. Like this who you starting your day with, you're raising your kids with, you're doing all of those intrinsic things that make life great. And then when the lights go out, it's free for all. How you feel about swingers?
I can't have a nigga fucking my old lady. This is weird for me. I mean, I mean, again, it sounds awesome in theory, but for me, it doesn't work. Cause I could fuck, you know, I could go fuck a girl or some shit with the permission of my wife, but then I'm not giving her permission to go fuck a nigga. She can fuck a girl, but then it'd be weird then too, cause like, it's like,
she might not come home.
Yeah, then you gotta like kiss my little girl or some shit, and I'm like, nah, I'm cool. Like, nah, I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? And not to say that you can't be loving, because you certainly can, but just for me. Again, this is just me. This is my insecurities. This is you. My fucking whatever.
Yeah, I feel you. Go ahead.
But yeah, nah, I'm cool.
Yeah,
nigga hit my old lady shit, nah. And then like I'm gonna have like, was he bigger than me? And like, was he fucking you better than me? Like, nah, I can never. Fuck no.
Oh shit. Oh wow. I'm not in for swinging. I'm not in for swinging because I'm not in for sharing. Mm-hmm. I'm with you. Like, I'm not in for sharing.
Yeah,
like,
cool.
Like, you know, I never had a threesome before.
I definitely had threesomes.
I've never had one. And it's not that the offers didn't present themselves. It's just that the two, candidates were not equal. I've never had two great candidates at one time, that offered such. So I had to decline. However, I'm not, even with the threesome, like, I can't see who I would have sex with somebody else. If I don't care about you in that way, or our relationship is just based on this thing, like sex or something like that, yeah, I could do that. But like, as far as somebody I'm with in a committed relationship or married or some shit like that, like, I ain't trying to share. I'm not open. I'm not open to sharing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even though it may be dope on your end, like my throuple situation, this shit, like, it's free fall. Everybody, like, for themselves. And like, I be hearing so much shit about the swingers club, bro. You been to a swingers club?
No, I was one down the street from my house though. My other house. And my cousin he was there and he was nervous as shit. Like, he was, yeah, he was just, he had never seen no shit like that. It was just motherfuckers fucking everywhere. Like, it was just like a wild fucking, like, you could only, like, girls could go on their own, but like a man couldn't go without bringing a woman type
escorted,
shit. Yeah. And, so he was like, yo, he's like, nigga, it's some motherfuckers fucking right here on this gazebo. He was like, he's like, you ain't supposed to be FaceTime and shit, but hold on, I'm gonna try to do it. And then they FaceTime me, and it was like a wicker chair. These was fucking like shit. It was mad white people. It was like white porn. It was wicked.
In the wicker chair.
He just smoking cigarettes and shit, looking like, he said, and he just like, the girl he was with, he ended up like hitting her and shit. But he was like,
at the swingers joint?
But he was so fucking like I was just over sensitized. He was like, I nutted in like 2 seconds. He was like, I was just super horny. It was the weirdest shit. He was like, everywhere you went, it was motherfuckers fucking and shit. Like, and it's a super nice ass, big ass house. And motherfuckers just fucking, you know what I'm saying? He was like, the shit was just wild, cause he was like, we ended up fucking, I just got the fuck up out of there. He had like a tip jar. He said, I just put $20 in the tip jar and kept it hot.
Hey, some of them joints be super lit. Like, they just had the drugs and the alcohol, like, out, like, all d'oeuvres and shit like that. Again, I've never been. I would go. I just think that I would go, like, to be a spectator.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not really a voyeur, it's more so of, I would try most things once. And I just want to see what it's like, but I don't think that I'm mature enough.
I'll be in now. Yeah, I'll be laughing.
I don't think that I'm mature enough to see all of this.
Yeah, mad dicks and pussies and titties just swinging like, holy shit.
Yeah, and like, somebody I was having a conversation with, they went to a joint there in that area, in Raleigh and Durham, somewhere in that area. They say they went to one like at a hotel, and they walk in the room and they walk in the shit. It was just like, you know, women could come, men, you had to be escorted by a woman. And they were just like, they walked in, they see the motherfucking pastor tied up, bitch sucking his dick, another bitch whipping him. Like, what?
I mean, it's like Jesus. He's crucified. You know what I mean? Like, he's trying to get in the mode, right?
His dick in his mouth.
He's putting, you know, he's putting the crucifix on. Like, so like, tie me up like Jesus did. Just getting in character. That's all it is.
Hey, you dumb as hell. Yeah, I couldn't do no swinger shit, man. I definitely not with all of that. But listen, whatever you do whatever you do. If everybody with it, everybody down, everybody of age and it's legal, play ball, man. I want to thank y'all for listening. And make sure y'all subscribe to the show, man. Follow us or check us out at theaintshitshow.com. That's the X where the I would be. And follow us on social, Twitter, IG, Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff. Google Play, Apple Podcasts, and tell a friend to tell a friend. And you know, I like to end every show with a quote. And today's quote is, if you keep competing with others, you become bitter. If you keep competing with yourself, you become better. Until next week, I want you to wash your hands, practice social distancing, and manifest your destiny. The marathon continue, man.
Rip nip.